Oh, hi there. Hello. It is time once again for the Ultimate Fighting Championship on the pay-per-view. And that means, well, me and Brendan are here. That's right. That's Brendan Sokler. I'm Matt Ryan. You can follow us on Twitter below. I changed my Twitter handle, Brendan.
Did you?
I did, yes. I had to for work reasons.
Oh.
I couldn't have the name consulting in my name anymore.
That's remarkably funny.
Yes, that is hilarious. So now you can follow me on Twitter at Matt Ryan Yells, but that is not the reason for the season. The reason is UFC 275, and we are coming to you once again from the Fallout Shelter somewhere in the greater New Jersey metropolitan area. And Brendan, I think we're over a year at this point of you and I doing shows together. So happy year anniversary. Happy you not quitting yet.
Yeah. That's the good stuff. Don't worry. We should probably talk after the show, though.
Oh, shit, not again. Olive, your time has come.
We are ready for our dog host overlord. But happy to be here with you guys and with a stacked triple main event card.
I cannot wait for that. This is going to be a banger of a card. Taking a look at the start of our evening, it'll be Della Maddalena going up against Ramazan Imev. And if you're playing the drinking game at home, Imev, I'm sorry, how many times we botched that name? And if you do have some cash and you wanna bestow it upon us and give us some
straight cash, homie.
And one more time.
Straight cash, homie.
You can donate to the super chat. You can see the $sign in the chat, little button down there. And speaking of the chat, we'll be looking at the chat all night. Shout out to Eddie Mo joining us in the chat. We have 69 people, nice, in the chat, brought to you by Combat Culture. We're across the Combat Culture Network tonight. We're on the MMA Mania YouTube. We're also on the Combat Culture YouTube. We're also on the Bloody Elbow and MMA Mania Facebook pages. So don't be shy. Come say hi. Hang out with us all night long. Right now, we're seeing Choi versus Kuliabo in round number 2. And I'm trying to, make sense of the new UFC lower thirds. They did it the last time they were on pay-per-view.
Right.
But it is an interesting... And thank you, Joe, for saying nice haircut. Yes. And, Brendan, you want me to move a little closer to your mic. You got to just scooch.
Just really...
Yeah, just
lean in
here.
Okay. Sounds good. But yeah, let's go through
let's
the
talk
rest
about
of the fights.
let's go through the card for tonight.
This fight is middling.
Yeah, we have not we saw a knockout in the fight just before this that
man flare flops.
Yeah, he Windows reset sounded at the end of that fight. He blue screened.
Yeah.
But it'll be Della Maddalena going up against Ramazan Imev, another Dagestani wrestler, going up against a guy in his second UFC fight. Because that's what you want in your second fight in the UFC, to fight a fucking Dagestani wrestler.
Yeah, not to stereotype an entire region of people, but scary wrestlers, the lot of them.
Violent humans, violent muscle humans.
I would submit, Matt, that Sambo might be one of the most convertible martial arts to MMA.
Yeah.
At least since Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, it is so freaking effective.
Yeah.
And I'm scared.
I would be very scared stepping into any situation where, even if it was like a spelling bee, a box social, some sort of cake baking, competition, I would feel deathly frightened. But we also have in the 170 pound division, Andre Fiallo going up against Jake Matthews. Matthews walking tonight 17-5. 2 fights of the night in his career, coming off a submission loss, though, to Sean Brady at UFC 259 last year. Andre Fiallo started his career out as a boxer. This fight initially was taking place on the prelims. The Manuel Cape fight got pulled due to Rogerio Bontorin being hospitalized.
What?
Yeah, the fight got pulled because he got hospitalized.
Oh, that's not good.
That is never good. That is the opposite of good, friend.
Do we know why he got hospitalized?
You can find out more at MMAmania.com. You can read the whole story at MMAmania.com. And if you're looking for your headphones to be boosted, I could just do that.
Oh, no. They're quite loud.
Okay. Well, then tell me that.
That was an ear itch. I will be an uncool rapper. And turn my headphones down. Down. Lower. Do it. Yeah.
But we take a look a little further on this card. Fiallo started out as a boxer. Both his last 2 fights against Miguel Baeza and Cameron Van Camp were by TKO and KO, and both of those performance of the night bonuses came in those last 2 fights. His last loss was in January of this year in his UFC debut. So far this year, he's fought 3 times in the octagon.
Yeah.
This is his 4th fight of the year.
That's
and
some cowboy
June.
shit right there.
It's June though. Yeah. Who fights 4 times by June? It's like Tyson in the early 80s.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, I mean, if you're not going to break a sweat.
Yeah, that's fair.
That was at least Tyson in the 80s.
And that was a unanimous decision loss to Michel Pereira. Prior to the Pereira loss, he had 4 straight TKO or KO wins, including one over James Vick for ex-MMA. So that is going to be a fun fight tonight, a dichotomy of styles. And I'm looking to see Andre Fiallo continue that winning streak. I think he's going to get the Duke tonight. But then we move into the meat of the card and the 2020 fight of the year.
Yeah.
Joanna Jedrzejczyk against Zhang Weili. The first time it happened was a banger. Now Zhang Weili coming off of 2 losses to Rose Namajunas, a split decision in November of last year, and then getting dropped in April of 2021, looking to get back into the conversation to get a fight against Rose Namajunas, and going up against a competitor in Joanna Jedrzejczyk that will be looking to bring the pain. Shout out to Ali Kelagira joining us now during the broadcast. And let people know what's going on. Share it along social media, share with the link, and we will be talking all night long about the UFC.
Point of order and just correcting a thing. Rose Namajunas not the champion right now. She got beat.
Yeah, she did get beat.
Yeah.
She did get beat. There's been so much that's happened this year in the UFC. It was like Amanda Nunes lost, Rose Namajunas lost. There's a whole bunch of shit going on in the UFC.
A lot of stuff happening. But, yeah, still vying for a #1 contendership for belts that they've held.
And drop your predictions below of who you think's going to walk out with the win tonight. And at the top of the hour, we will be playing everybody's favorite game. Guess the start time. And that one will be the first walkout of the night of the card. But Jedrzejczyk and Zhang, Jedrzejczyk first fight since that loss to Zhang. And that's a long layoff. That is a very long layoff. Pardon me, her last win was in 2019. Both of these, her last win was in 2019 against Michelle Waterson, but not fighting since 2020. Still a long layoff for a fighter like Joanna, who was waiting, I believe, for this rematch or a fight against the then champion Namajunas. That's a big...
Well, I mean, she took a lot of damage in some of her last fights. I don't think that's a bad thing for her, per se. And I think that she's going to come back a better, stronger fighter in this fight than we've seen previously, which is a hell of a statement to make.
And then, Zhang Weili, former strawweight champion, performance of the night bonus against Jessica Andrade. She is one of the most talented and violent humans. And speaking of talented and violent humans,
segue.
Valentina Shevchenko in action in our co-main event. 2 5-round fights. To round out the evening, it'll be Valentina Shevchenko defending against Talia Santos. Santos is walking into this one a plus 450 underdog on DraftKings. And if you want to, drop a little coinage on DraftKings if you want to give a little bit of that to our friends over at DraftKings and wager a little bit tonight. There's a link in our description below. You can click that link and get a free bet from our friends over at DraftKings. And this is a fight tonight to where I wrote about this in my column about bookmakersreview.com on bookmakerreview.com. You know the winner. I believe. I feel like this is a situation where Talia Santos, and this is not a shade on her, she's 19-1 walking into the octagon tonight. But when you look at the wins that she has, Valentina Shevchenko over Holly Holm, Juliana Pena, Joanna Jedrzejczyk, Jessica Andrade. She has 8 straight wins since returning to flyweight and becoming flyweight champion. Her last 2 fights were TKO wins over Lauren Murphy and Jessica Andrade. I really find it hard for Talia Santos to get over that wall and get the win.
I mean, Shevchenko has been beat before, but the people who have beat her, I don't know if
some of the most elite in mixed martial arts.
I don't know if Talia is of that skill level. But also, we've had, as we said, we had Thug Rose lose. We had Amanda Nunes lose. weirder shit has happened. MMA is fucking cuckoo banana pants like that.
That is the most accurate thing to say. It is cuckoo fucking banana pants. And
Exactly.
And if you want to be a part of the conversation, just drop something in the chat. Say hello. We are very active when it comes to the chat, and we'll put your messages up on the screen with our very handy dandy two-shot right there, and you can take a look at some of the chat right there. Shout out to Eddie Mo. Shout out to Here's a Thought. Shout out to Allie. And everybody joining us here across the Combat Culture Network. It is still early, and it's the summertime. So, and also this card in Singapore, the top 3 fights are great. The bottom 2 fights are fights that I would put their main card fights on a fight night.
I would say so, but also the chance that one of those is going to be a murder, fairly high, fairly entertaining if that is the case.
And the weird thing is the main event, too, is a fight that, to be honest, if it wasn't for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship, it would be a fight night main event.
Yeah.
It straight up would be a fight night main event. It would be a gatekeeper main event.
I personally think the women's fights are bigger than this one.
Dildo Dragons, name of the night so far, God Can't Hear You Scream in Singapore. I swear to God, I think that's the name of an album. Did the Addicts do that? We've got a music expert in the room. That's a Mountain Goats out. It's a song called God Can't Hear You Scream in Singapore.
Yes.
It's actually the tattoo in barbed wire lettering on my grundle. But, yeah.
And that voice you heard on the other side of the metaphorical glass is the lovely and talented Stephanie Sotilli, Assistant Director Stephanie Sotilli. Hi, Steph. Co-director Stephanie Sotilli.
Oh.
Co-director.
I assist no one except myself in my own demise.
I actively cause problems for other people. I will not assist in shit. There was a fire on the side of the road. I threw vodka on it.
Why did you have vodka while you were on the side of the road?
This is me as Steph. And because she was driving, I thought we just established, makes problems for other people.
I'm clearly a drunk driver. Also, where's the Takata?
There we go.
Jesus!
Dark.
Please drink responsibly. For the love of God, drink responsibly. And a shout out to Kimo Kawani joining us. Aloha, guys, from the Hawaii, the Big Island.
Nice.
Shout out to you. And also to everybody in Hawaii, I don't care if he was cool inside the octagon. Don't do it. Just don't. Just don't. Don't be
BJ Penn.
You know he's running for governor, right?
I forgot.
He's running for governor of Hawaii.
Oh, no. Oh, man.
Shout out to Borachina Depot on Twitter. They've been covering this, and they have found some delicious clips that if we had a podcast, we would be having Penn Watch, because we can't call it BJ Watch.
No, you would attract the wrong.
The SEO for that would be all types of fucked up.
ABN winner.
We could just.
Watch.
I like that. We could also go with Penn is bad.
I'm Matt Ryan. That's Brendan Sokler, Stephanie Sotilli, and Olive the Fat Baby on the metaphorical glass. You'll hear Olive during the night giving the dog programming for that. And
when you write it out, it says penis. That's why. Okay, good.
I knew what you said.
Okay.
When I don't acknowledge it, just be happy that you got to say it.
Penis.
Because
Homer Simpson clip on that soundboard.
No, but hold on.
They're laughing and cheer. I got laughs and cheers before I got the womp trombone.
Say the line again.
It's penis.
There you go. There's a car crash sound now. For you. Always for you. Never for me. You know why? Because I'm the man who controls the board here.
I thought that was BJ Penn's glass jaw breaking.
Ooh.
That's fine. Let's go get knocked outside a bar again.
Him and the dude from The Flash.
Yeah.
It is an interesting time to be on the Big Island. Thank you, Chemo, for driving us down that tangent. That's not your fault. It's my fault completely. But thank you for getting us there.
Chemo, do not get in any fights with Ezra Miller. But if you fight BJ Penn, I like your chances.
Yeah, I'd set the odds at -150 for him.
Yeah.
And the winner of this last fight, Josh Culiabo, having a emotional moment, winning by split decision.
Yeah, it's you love to see it. I mean, just his joy. Split decisions are fine.
Vega Medina said, so where does Valley Girl Sokler doppelganger come from?
What?
Valley, because you got a little bit of a tan on you. It's California Brendan. It's Malibu Brendan.
Oh.
When we finally get action figures.
I think it's just called a Ken doll. But it's...
yeah, so we're going to tune over to the main card now for UFC 275.
Yeah.
And it is the top of the hour.
It is, in fact. I have a question for the group. What former UFC champion do you personally think you could beat up in a brawl? Just a bar fight.
A former UFC champion?
Former UFC champion. Give me any UFC champion. Who you think you have your best odds against?
Did any of them die? That one.
We're discounting the dead because at that point that means they're zombies, and I don't like any of our odds at that point.
No, we're kind of hosed on that one.
Yeah. It's, you fight with zombies, everyone loses.
Yeah, that's how that works.
Also, if you fight with Ezra Miller, because that means you stoop to his level.
Cejudo coming in. Corey Sharonowski saying Conor versus BJ Penn drunk. Oh, I take Conor.
I take
Conor in a round, in less than a round.
I feel like Conor in his day has probably trained drunk. I imagine he's had like proper 12 rounds that he's done with people.
This coming in on the instant feedback, Alexander Hardy. Who are your picks for the next 3 fights? We're going to give them to you before each fight because that's what we call in the business a front sell.
That's a hook, baby.
That's a hook would be like the song, but this is a front. You're not wrong. And Toker
it brings them back, Matt.
Yeah, that you can rely. Shout out to Toker88 joining us once again. Hey, Toker, what's going on, buddy? And if you want to be a part of the conversation, all you got to do is in the chat. But if you got something you really want to say, or you just want to give us some
straight cash, homie,
you can donate to the super chat and do that at any time. Click the dollar donation button. You'll get a shout out from us, and you'll get a shout out from Steph in the chat. And shout out to Ricardo Emmanuel, who just wrote LMAOO. Lamoo.
Laughing my ass off outside.
Yes. Also, we call you guys the sweeties. That's what we've been calling you the last couple of shows. So I think we're going to stick with that.
I think we have to.
Yeah, at this point.
Generally. But yeah, gang, I mean, we'll give the predictions right before each fight.
Yep, and
stick around, enjoy.
And we're in the opening video package with Zhang Weili running up a mountain of sand for some reason. I don't know why. And there's Talia Santos getting ready for that one. Jack Wall's joining us. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Jack. What was that famous fight? Was it Muhammad Ali who was training underwater?
I believe so.
Yeah. If you know what the fuck I'm talking about, let me know in
Please
the chat.
say so in the chat. Because
tell me I'm not making things up.
I'm actually interviewing someone about Muhammad Ali next week.
Oh, that's fantastic.
They're doing an NFT game featuring the Ali brand, and I'm really interested to talk with them about that for my day job.
I went to the 96 Olympics where they gave him a new gold medal because someone had stolen his gold medal.
Pieces of trash. How dare you?
Truly. Matt, you have a fuzzball on your glasses.
I blame Olive.
Yeah, no, that's an olive floof. It's like a dust ball.
It's because I can't hide it behind the hair anymore.
No.
Smacking it daily Weewa yet again. The names tonight, boys and girls. You know, our fellow humans. Greetings, Earthlings. Stephen Miglio saying, torn between the Ranger Lightning game or the Mets Angels game, I've decided to listen to you and watch the hockey game.
Thanks, dude.
I would be watching the hockey game now, but I don't.
Does he have blood pressure medication?
Yes, because it's been a rough one for your boy. It has not been good in the Ryan household the last few days because of this hockey game and other things. I'm not a well man, but this has not been good on my health. Shout out to Stanley Franklin. Thanks, Precious. And Idaho sweetie here.
Does that make you a sweet potato?
God damn it.
I like it.
Thank you. The dad energy is strong with me.
That's a bell.
I'll give
Yeah.
Give yourself a bell.
It's sad how happy that makes me.
And Clay Sharonowski joining us once again. Hey, Clay, thanks for joining us. And Jiri Prochazka looking like he is about to Falun Gong the shit out of somebody. Ali and his trainer came up with the whole story, so the pictures and stories saying the infamous boxer Muhammad Ali used to train underwater.
Huh.
And shout out to
Very
Slim
cool.
D925, missed us. Muting his TV to watch us, to listen along with us tonight.
We
If
love
you
you, dude.
are watching us tonight in concurrency with the pay-per-view, or if you just want to drop $80 on the pay-per-view, you can click the link in the description below. If you're watching us, however you're watching us, where hopefully all of you guys are clicking the link, paying for the pay-per-view. And we got a question from Jeffrey Burton we'll go into.
Oh, it's that's a yoke, my friend.
Yeah.
That's
Do you think Joanna's last fight gave her a big head? Jeffrey Burton, hold on. You get that.
well done, sir.
But check it. It's time to play the game. It's 10:05, and John Anik looking like the very coolest middle school history teacher with that jacket, looking like he's about to sell insurance. Alan loves MMA going with 10-16. Who won the last time?
I don't.
I think it was me. We need a spreadsheet of this shit.
Yeah.
But I will go. Stanley is a sweetie, a maggot, and a juggalo. One more of those, I think he gets a free Arby's sandwich. So join the Kiss Army. Family. Mosher Tate got this guy $300. That knockout was fucking disgusting. But Toker88 saying 10-17. Steph, you get to go first. What time?
10:07.
It's 10:07. Yeah.
Did anyone guess yet?
No.
10:16.
10-16. All right, so we've got 10-17. Faux Sushi joining us again, 10-17. We have another one in here that said 10-16. But, Brendan, what about you?
I'm going to go 10-15.
I am going to go 10-18.
There we go. Rockin' and rollin'. I feel like John Anik's jacket was taken off of Happy Gilmore, and he's probably very angry about
Green jacket, gold jacket.
it. Who gives a
Shooter, do you want to go to Sizzler?
God.
Uncle Ed's graphs and stuff, 10-19. Here's a thought, 10-20. Stanley Franklin, 10-14. That's a risky venture. And
Shit for Brent.
shout out to Jake Sharp at the cabin this weekend. Ooh, big man, fancy man with a cabin. But the Wi-Fi won't let him run ESPN, so he is joining us. Well, we're glad that you're able to join us on your vacation. And you're glad we're joining us anywhere in the world. Vega Medina making the risky bet of 10-14 along with Stanley Franklin.
That's pretty bold, gents.
Yeah. A sufficient lack of Carson impressions nowadays, I'd say.
There's a swing and a miss.
It's more of a... Just gonna...
Yeah?
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go. That deserved it.
My-
That deserved it.
Poor glass body.
Can you call a whole fight like that?
I really could, but it'd annoy the fuck out of them.
I could also do this too. Aha. But this would kill me inside.
Yeah.
And I have to call 3 football games tomorrow.
I vote you do one of them with that voice.
You just want to drive me further, and you want me to disassociate so bad. You just want me to become a completely
UFC
different person.
Night. I choose violence.
That is true. Oh
Damn it.
God, Glover! Just watching highlights of Glover Teixeira just beat the ever-loving shit out of people.
Yeah.
Also, we're the funner show because we get to curse.
That's true.
And also, we look like people who would knock on your door about causes and try to get you to sign up for things. Or we look like we're in a band and don't do anything in particular.
We will also take in the chat. What do you think we look
Yes.
like with no context?
No context coming to us for the first time. What the fuck do we look like? I want to know.
Good game.
It is. It's the best game.
Don't hurt us too badly.
Whatever.
I have one, but you're gonna yell at me.
Is it Macaulay Culkin?
No,
Oh,
Okay,
no, what is
go
it?
on.
it's the Menendez brothers. They didn't do the thing.
Hey!
Murder is the theme.
The best broadcast voices all use steroids, according to Tildo Dragons.
I do like that idea.
Yeah.
But also decidedly, like, the two that are there were famously like the non-roidians.
No. Malik Holmes with the first guess. Hashtag Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yeah.
Use the hashtag we look like on Twitter too.
Oh, now
religious cult members, so
this is
back to
becoming
back.
a theme.
Yeah.
Oh,
I have a
no.
beard. I don't think I'd look like I don't think I look like a cult member. I look like I facilitate a cult.
Yeah.
But
You know, he worked hard for that hypothetical position.
I'm at least an executive vice president of a cult.
They have such a good hierarchy. Good job.
Rhino, Kevin Smith impersonator, and if Kid Rock became clean cut. I'm choosing not to be hurt by that one.
I don't think he should be. Listen, if I'm clean cut Kid Rock, which I'm assuming that's
I'm the fat one, so yeah, that would be you.
Well, Kevin's not even big anymore. He's very.
I think they mean pre-heart attack.
Man, you look like you're a heart attack waiting to happen.
Yeah.
We'll just call
to your point,
Matt the Widowmaker Ryan.
Oh
my God.
No crying at my funeral.
No, he's a nice man, that Kevin Smith. Shout out to him and all his peeps.
Vega Medina saying the ginger version of Abbott and Costello.
Oh.
Hey, Brendan!
I love you guys. This is why they got nicknamed the Sweeties.
Stephen Miglio. Oh, we got a commercial. We've got an Obi-Wan commercial, so that 1018 looking real good for your boy right now.
I'm also going to throw out there, Obi-Wan, real fun so far.
I have yet to watch any of the Star Wars programming.
No spoilers, Matt, but they're very fun. You should give it a whirl.
Give me more time in the day. Taking a look here at the chat. Jake Sharp, crypto investors, not necessarily far off.
Doge has fallen so far. Oh, God.
Cat's Meow saying it's a dynamic duo. Thank you.
Brake pad salesman.
From Faux Sushi saying we're brake pad salesmen. Stanley Franklin, the haircut took 20 pounds? Yeah, 20 pounds off
20
you,
hashtags.
Hashtags off you.
Thank you.
It does look really good, man.
Thank you. I cut the depression hair, and now I'm a person again.
You're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
I'm telling you to cut your fucking hair.
I liked it, and then I decided I didn't anymore.
Look like a sheep.
How many red sheep have you seen?
One, you.
Yeah.
So I look like me? Your argument has no merit, and now we're just getting to the rules of the octagon. So by the time this first fight's gonna happen like Wednesday.
I'm not going to say that you look like a more fuckable Sideshow Bob, but I will strongly imply it. Look.
Al Borland and Tim's brother from Home Improvement. Tim had a brother on that show?
No.
That's my own noise.
I don't know. I used to watch Home Improvement, and then
Didn't we all?
But then Tim Allen was found out to be a narc. So Cameron told me when I was young, no snitching, and Dipset forever, except when they're facing the locks.
I'm Wilson, because you don't see my face.
No.
Oh, that's.
And my wife died. Or whatever happened to him.
Jesus fuck. We are 14 minutes into this show. We are all sober, and this is the road we're on right now. It is a punchy week.
Yeah.
I'm not punchy, but I'm gonna be punchy at the end of this show, and then I'm gonna sleep for 4 hours. I have to go to Delaware tomorrow. And if you like me yelling, you know what, Brendan? We're gonna talk about something a little later on in the show.
Okay.
Because Combate Global is looking for new announcers. And I can't think of any duo better for a primarily global brand than two of the whitest motherfuckers in the whitest sport in the world. Is MMA whiter than golf?
I don't think so. it's very worldly in my estimation, but I will.
The fan base. Fan base.
Oh, the fan base.
Sour cream is not whiter than golf.
Yeah, that is also real.
Also, Live Golf. That's a lot of money. If you paid me 9 figures, we could have some conversations. Checking in on the chat.
Cat's Meow is asking what we're drinking tonight. I'm having a 0 sugar cream soda Dr.
Hold
Pepper.
on, they ain't paying us. They ain't giving me money.
Give us money, Dr.
Yeah.
Pepper.
Yo, Dr. Pepper, you be giving, college football millions of dollars. Kick us like $20.
I'm doing the Virgil approach of here's the thing and then give me the money. I forced this on you. Pay me.
Shout out to Stephen Miglio. He's not sober. I am having some purple coffee.
Yep. That good.
Charlene Cernagles. Hey, Charlene, we're so... Oh, it's 10-14! Holy shit! 10-15! None of us won!
I thought that's what I put in.
Did you put 10-15?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, well, Brendan wins.
Someone run the tape back! I need an instant replay.
Brendan wins.
That's...
You needed that, buddy, and I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. It's been a week.
It's been a week. But, yeah, no. Combate should just hire us. That sounds...
Yeah, let Campbell know on Twitter, @CampbellCombate. Hire Matt and Brendan.
Yeah.
#hire Matt and Brendan. Let's see if we can get some people talking about that tonight on Twitter.
#from the Sweeties.
Yes. Cat's Meow saying, is this the first? Yes, this is the first fight of the night, at least of the main cards. You're at Singapore Indoor Stadium. We are decidedly not in Singapore.
They don't know that. Like, if we wanted to, we could just be like, we're just outside of the stadium.
We're literally outside of the stadium. We have brought the entire studio here. Ramazan Imev, former M1 Global Middleweight Champion, Combat Sambo World Cup Champion, 7 first-round finishes, Brendan. That scares the shit out of me.
Yeah, I also don't know why, like, half of him, like, lower body half, is beat red.
I think he was beaten with thrushes before he walked out, or he ended up rolling on a panini press?
I'm just like, you have a pizza box of a tan there, my guy. Like, what's going on here? If I was fighting him, I'd slap him right in the sunburn. Like, that is a big target. So, I don't know.
Slim D925 watching through front door. Nice.
Oh, fantastic.
And here we see Jack Della Maddalena making his walk to the cage. And second UFC fight, TKO win in his last fight over Pete Rodriguez. Lost 2 fights in his first. He lost his first 2 fights by knockout and submission, respectively. Then won 11 straight fights. That's some bad motherfucker behavior. But he is going up against Ramazan Imev, who is a bad dude.
Yeah, I don't think this will go well for him. They asked for our predictions. My prediction is
pain. I'm Matt Ryan. That's Brendan Sokler on the metaphorical other
Mr.
side of
T.
the...
Don't let him lie
Yes,
to you.
You are Clubber. You are El Hijo del Clubber Lang.
That's. Oh, do I want that to be a thing?
Well, he did star in DC Cab.
There we
so
go.
It could be possible.
It could be. It's a thing, baby. Another thing, no one's ever seen me and Mr. T in the same place at the same time.
Well, there was that time you tried to go meet Mr. T at the mall.
Yeah.
And you kept trying, and you said, "I'll go a little bit later. I'll go a little bit later." And then when you got there, the security guard told you he already left. And if you like more gems and you want to give us some
cash, homie.
Donate some money to the super chat. Shout out to Philip J. Wise, FJB, Clay Sharandowski. Oh, really? Ugh. I'm Canadian, so I'm gonna make like Johnny and Ghost Rider and Blaze. Well, good for you, sir.
I love that.
And Coker confirming that it was Brendan at 10:15. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Della Maddalena 25, Imev 35. Slight height advantage for Maddalena, but the reach advantage going to Imev, who has a 76 to 73 inch reach and ready to go. Bruce
Red
Buffer's
E.
Yeah,
It's devilishly good-looking suit.
That man's jacket is as red as his face and not the other way around.
I love Bruce Buffer so fucking much.
Why is Michael Buffer like the not cool one? Why doesn't he wear cool suits and like big rings?
Because he did the tux thing and he's done it so well for so long. They have their lanes and you gotta appreciate it. Have I done or talked about just like how much I would love to be at that Thanksgiving dinner.
Oh, it'd be an interesting conversation.
I may have jokes about this, or it just has lived in my head of just them back and forth. Can you pass the potatoes? And I'm here for it.
Clay Sharanowski asking, what about GSP versus Izzy? If that fight happens, I'd love to watch it. I think Izzy would probably beat him because GSP has not fought in a whole precedent, at least 5 years.
Yeah, and also I would say that middleweight is not his natural weight division, and nearly made him shit his pants. to death.
He did not have fun at middleweight.
Yeah, I feel like he had a perforated bowel because of it or some shit.
Yeah, something happened. Jack Sharp is your referee, looking a lot like an elongated Michael Rooker.
God damn, that's a good pull on
Yeah,
that.
thank you.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of commercials for some movie he's in with Bruce Willis. Sharanowski saying that was when GSP beat Bisping. And here we go, round number 1. Della Maddalena and Imev, both men in the center of the octagon. Della Maddalena circling around the outside edge. Imev trying to get inside, throwing some solid strikes. Feigning a leg kick was Della Maddalena. Stepping inside is Imev.
He's not really putting overly much, Imev, behind those punches. We're still very much in the feeling out.
Solid right, left uppercut, though, by Imev. Goes over the top of the right hand. Both men they're trying to find range here.
Yeah, I mean, this is prototypical opening round of a fight, is trying to figure out your range, your distance, your rhythm, your groove. It doesn't make for the most interesting 3 seconds of the opening of a fight, but yeah. Potato.
Yeah, and then just trying to find some positioning here. Imev moves forward with the right hand, the lunging overhand right does not land right to the body, though, but gets caught with a left hand by Della Maddalena. Both men circling the octagon, and a big shot by Imev missing, trying to get inside. Interesting that these guys are keeping this fight standing.
Della Maddalena also managed to get a nice little hook right in the sunburn.
Single leg by Imev, trying to keep it. Now a reverse waistlock applied by Imev. Takes him down, big barrel roll, gator roll, and that reverse waistlock now applied. Trying to pull an RNC here, and now a weird
twister?
Possibly a twister, and now in some variation of side control, a figure 4 of a single leg, trying to hold things down here. Della Maddalena trying to scramble back up, could get pulled into a guillotine here. Oh, that is a sick choke, pulling him by the neck, a guillotine that is dragging Imev down on the ground, but holding on to the neck of Della Maddalena. Della Maddalena now with 3:15 left to go in the first round. Spins through, staying in it, still fighting through this one. May want to throw a knee, may try, and he gets out of it. Della Maddalena into a Muay Thai knee. What's resolve from the fighter Della Maddalena?
That is what Vince McMahon would call intestinal fortitude.
Yeah, some brass ones on that one, and now just trying to step in is Della Maddalena. Imev almost stole the fight. He's controlling the round so far.
That was one of the craziest takedowns. It was a cravat hold.
Yeah.
That he took him down into and kept it in a reverse sleeper over the shoulder. It was fucking nuts.
Oh, Imev gets hurt. Della Maddalena throwing some strikes, has Imev up against the fence, throwing some left hands with impunity, feigns the knee, and Imev is down. Imev is over.
Oh my God!
Walking in, dropping that motherfucker like he's garbage, and gets the win, survives in round number 1 with the TKO.
I'm really happy for him, and I'm very happy to be wrong. Because holy shit, did that show some fucking heart to get that W.
Yeah, that's a performance of the night bonus. Give that man the $50,000.
You give this Shorzy looking motherfucker every bit of money. Damn it.
More than the 35% you were going to give him initially. And there's that right hand. Oh, that uppercut caught him.
Yeah, he got clipped there, then right behind the ear with a straight. And then right behind the ear again.
And then and there's a, and he was done.
He
was
got
done.
him in the stomach.
He knew he was done. Yeah. Oh, that red spot, he caught him in the midsection.
Yep.
He might have gotten that. Yeah.
You take out the equilibrium with 3 shots behind the ear on either side. And 2 on one on the other, and then right in the gut taking his wind. And he just
I couldn't stop it.
No.
Jesus.
It was like a car crash or something, Matt.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Combat Sports Entertainment.
Car crash button.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in a fugue state most of the time.
This is why we only have some nice things.
Shout out to Stephen Kelleher, Philip the Wise. What DC does and what I do are completely different. Brad Butler, appreciate you guys doing this. Thank you for joining us. We know that last week the Case and crew tried to do their own live stream for the fight night.
Oh.
Shout out to them.
Shout out, Case.
But we're here for every UFC pay-per-view. So every UFC pay-per-view, and I'm trying. And the official decision, Jack Della Maddalena in his second UFC fight, first main card pay-per-view fight, getting the win, a big win, a performance of the night bonus at 232 of the first, getting the TKO.
I mean, incredible stuff right there.
Yeah.
Really exceptional boxing, exceptional BJJ defense. Like, that was...
Some elite level fighting.
Entirely. And, like, really incredible shit he was getting thrown at him.
Yeah.
Stuff that I have not seen,
I don't know
therefore
how
you probably couldn't train for?
Yeah, I don't know how he didn't tap out to that. That was insanity.
It was incredible. Go check out this fight.
Yeah, if you see the highlights on Twitter, make a point to watch that.
You'll love it.
But I'm Matt Ryan. That's Brendan Sokler. We are here live on the Combat Culture Network across all combat culture platforms. We're on YouTube. We're on Facebook. We're on the YouTubes, and we're here with you. Shout out to Philip the Wise. I was about to say something, and then all of that happened.
I did it.
And shout out to Stephen Kelleher. One of my favorite ways to see MMA.
I love that.
Yeah, I love that for you. I love that for us.
Yeah, I mean, it derailed my train of thought with this. It was just fucking...
But, yeah, what a great first fight.
What a great first fight. That I had very little expectations out of. I expected it to be a murder, not a back and forth, like, utterly fascinating, high level MMA fight. Who do you put him against next?
Not sure.
Yeah. What division are they? They're in the welter?
170. Yeah.
170.
I would put him in another rank. I would put him up against a ranked guy.
I think you have to.
After that kind of win, or you slow play him and keep building him up, because a win like that's a once in a lifetime win, and if you're able to keep that happening, that is a hard move.
Yeah.
And fake Kazmaz Shimaev in the chat, smish everybody. Well, very smish to you. And we're here with you every UFC pay-per-view. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. Ring the notification bell so every time we're live, you can join us. And the UFC will be going to Salt Lake City for some reason, Saturday, August 20th. That will be UFC 278. It's the first UFC event in Salt Lake City since April of 2016.
Okay.
Because when I think of combat sports, I think of Salt Lake City.
And when I think of Salt Lake City, I think jazz.
Yep. You would have thought they would have changed the name.
You would have, but...
And is there a hockey thing? Can someone tell me what the hockey thing is? 1-1. Okay.
Okay.
It's 1-1
I thought
in
you were
the hockey
asking
thing.
if there was a Utah hockey team.
No. Kamaru Usman and Leon Edwards is headlining a card in Salt Lake City.
I'm okay with that.
That is an interesting card for that. But UFC 278 in August, we'll be with you for that one. We'll be with you for every UFC pay-per-view. Shout out to Jeffrey Burton donating some money to the cause, donating $1.99.
Great cash, homie.
One more time for you.
Great cash, homie.
Thank you so much for donating to the cause. And Leon Edwards going to make a way in there. Stephen Kelleher saying, go Notre Dame. I like the new coach.
Yep.
I hope they do well. But I am college football agnostic, I would say, at this point.
I went to University of Miami, and they haven't been good since I went.
But they're good. They're good
Because
now.
of me.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Because of me. No, they'll be good enough to hurt me. Just
Yeah.
like all of our teams. Because you are a Mets fan, a Rangers fan, and I am a Capitals fan,
Yep.
and a Nationals fan.
Yeah, you just like hurting yourself. But the next time we'll be joining you on pay-per-view is Saturday, July 2nd with UFC 276. 2-1 Tampa now. God is dead.
God is
dead.
Yeah.
God is dead. God is dead. Let's go Mets. But we'll be joining you for the entire card, every pay-per-view. Ricardo Emanuel, Jesus, you went to the University of Miami in 2003.
I went 06 to 2010.
Brendan is secretly 9 million years old. He is actually the 1,000-year-old man.
I don't age, but I also don't learn anything.
No. That's why he's here with me in a basement.
Yeah.
We've got people who are fans of the Sharks, people who are fans of the Flame. Toker88 just laughing. The shark curse is real. Yes, it is, and there's reasons for it. Teal, it's the California Golden Seals curse. That's why. That's exactly why. You people did the Golden Seals dirty, and this is what you get. But if you're just joining us, I'm Matt Ryan. That's Brendan Sokler. You can follow me on Twitter at Matt Ryan Yales. You can follow Brendan on Twitter at Brendan Sokler. You can follow Steph on Twitter at Steph Sotilli. You can follow MMA Mania on Twitter at MMA Mania. All that information is in the description for how you're watching this tonight. Philip the Wise saying good fights tonight. I completely agree. Charlene Cernagle.
The one that we've watched.
Well, the prelim fights have been pretty solid too.
Yes, that's true.
But Charlene saying go Rangers. I'm saying yay therapy. I'm just happy that I'm able to afford to pay my therapist.
Yeah. I actually grew up really loving the Rangers.
Oh, so it's your fault.
Yeah, no. I mean, well, it's Gretzky and Messier's
Is
fault.
your last name actually Sather? Because if so, I have to slapbox you.
No.
Okay.
No, and it's not Sackler either before any of you fuckers get after it.
And dropping your keys. Fucking mess.
I don't have a soundboard. I have to do my Foley art however I can, Matthew.
Charlene saying better health. No, I have a therapist, and that's all you. If Better Health would give us some
straight cash, homie,
then we can talk.
There we go. What a world we would be in. You want some discount therapy?
Oh, I'd go running to that for all of us motherfuckers.
This is my discount therapy. I also have a therapist. Go get a therapist. Everyone should have a fucking therapist.
Frank Knapp saying we have the curse of the poplar tree in PA. White fluffy cotton flowing all around. Allergies killing him with the allergies. Yeah, it's allergy season here.
Want to hear something fun that I learned?
What?
Okay, so if you live in a major city, the governments there generally like having flowers as plants.
Yes.
They don't, however, like having fruit-bearing plants. So they don't put out either the male or female, whichever one, just the type of plant that produces pollen with nothing to pollinate, which is why you have really shit allergies if you live in the city like
I'm a fight the governor.
Yeah.
Take food for free.
Yep.
Why would they?
Shout out to Mules1289. Are you singing some Journey tonight? And you know what? We'll play that game again. If you donate over $20, I will sing a few bars of whatever song you want me to sing within reason.
Remember last time you had to just assume what the song was.
I had to assume the lyrics. I had to say that's whatever song you want. I have to assume the lyrics.
Yes.
Was it Stained or who was Stained last time?
Slipknot.
Yeah.
There we go.
But if you pay over $50, I'll wrap around a word of your choosing.
That's $50.
That's $50. We're tiering it. It's a price point thing, kids. So,
Where do you consider what
Yes. We are within our rights to deny that. Stephen Kelleher having an interesting beverage conversation. I am having my purple coffee. Brendan's having a caffeinated beverage and some water.
And a giant glass of water.
because it's also hot as dig out today.
It is warm, and I am not looking forward to walking Olive later in soup.
Yeah, I was supposed to have a podcast interview earlier today where the AC was broken at the other location, and
good.
it got to 103 there.
Nope.
That's
Nah,
a
fam.
Big
Nope.
heaping slice of nope.
I almost had to go to Austin this week,
Oh.
and glad I didn't.
Yeah.
It's over 100 there. And you ain't baking my Irish ass. Jake Matthews making his way to the octagon now for our second fight. BJJ black belt. 5 wins by knockout, 6 by submission. 9th highest significant strike defense in UFC welterweight history at 66.2%. Cat's Meow, what's happening to the Booze Boys? If you listen to the phrase purple coffee and think about it for a minute,
One might say
just a minute, some California purple coffee If you think about that for a second.
Someone might confuse that with Stephen Kelleher's drink. But that's
It is
fine.
not. It is not chopped and screwed, but it is pulled off a vine.
Yeah. And you could ring me out into a shot glass today, so I'm taking the day off.
Yeah, yeah.
It's fine, but I'm excited for this fight. And Matt, listen, y'all can drink for me. And
Yes.
please do. Let me know what you're having, because...
Yeah, let us know what you're drinking. Let us know what you're imbibing in the chat. And as always, our rule in the chat: don't be a dick.
Don't be a
It's the
dick.
only thing we ask of you guys. We're generating a really fucking cool community here with these shows. Toker, Charlene, Bill, Elder on Facebook. There's a man with an eye patch making the walk to the octagon.
Good.
I don't know who he is, but I want him to be my dad.
Listen, not all guys with eye patches are cool. There are politicians that we...
Well, yeah, outside of that one guy.
Okay, yeah,
Name me 3 shitty dudes with eye patches.
That-
Actual pirates. What?
They do kind of...
Modern era.
Actual pirates still!
How many of them have eye patches?
I'd imagine a lot. It's a very difficult profession.
I don't know. They're not fans of selfies. We don't know if they have iPads.
Well,
Just robbing a boat. Cling.
Ricardo Emanuel drinking jungle juice. You, sir, are
Thank you.
wildin' in early June.
It's
not August
appreciate
yet.
that.
You're not on the beach. You like, and love
You broke Matt.
love Cluckenbell 1337, which is a deep GTA reference. Drinking Korensnakova, the drink of the Finnish people. Uncle Ed drinking apple pie moonshine. Toker 88 drinking Rolling Rock. I care about you, Toker.
It tastes like evil Sprite to me.
Andre Fiallo walking to the octagon, back-to-back wins. Finished 14 of his 16 wins, 13 knockouts, 12 first-round finishes. Philip DeWise drinking orange drink. Stephen Kelleher drinking Telemana and Agana. I don't know what those are.
I don't either.
Philip DeWise
Those sound
drinking-
healthier than what we would consume generally.
Philip DeWise drinking Jim Beam Black. Ooh, you fancy.
That's good stuff.
I've had it. It's very smooth.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. They have it at City Field.
I will also strongly recommend to literally anyone who goes to Kentucky, go check out their tour. But also, you can do a digital tour.
Ooh.
Jim Beam, give me your money.
Tail of the tape, Fiallo 28, Matthews 27. Height advantage slightly by half an inch for Fiallo, standing at 6 foot to 5'11.5 from Matthews. Both come in at 170.5 pound. Fiallo with the 1 inch reach advantage, 74 to 73. And cats me out down to his last vice drinking water. And Bruce Buffer with all of the swagger and his style of someone who looks like his name is Rosebud Delicious.
That was Orson Welles' stripper name.
Shout out to
Peach.
Nick Mullen, the reason why I said that joke. Philip DeWise, Double Oak is good too. Interesting.
Oh, yeah. Also, Woodford Double Oaked is really fucking solid.
All of these people should be giving us money
Yep.
or product.
Anytime I say the name of a product, feel free to tweet at them that
Yes.
they should sponsor us.
Give us things.
Give us the money, baby.
Look, I'll take a hat at this point. But Andre,
Just a coaster.
yeah, we need it. We gotta. We're broadcasting this show on a glass fucking dining table. It's a nice dining table.
It's a nice dining table.
Think we paid like $20 for it?
Ooh, you know, that high-end statement
Oh,
beside them.
Facebook Marketplace, baby. Jason Herzog, our referee, looking like a yoked up 7th grade science teacher. Random.
You don't know what his weekdays are.
Well, if he is a yoked up science teacher. Jake Matthews with the swaggiest double braids. And here we go. Fiallo, traditionally a boxer, so he's going to look to keep this fight standing. Matthews, a BJJ black belt, so look for this fight to go to the ground ski. Round 1 brought to you by crippling anxiety and the mumps.
Do you think Matthew's tattoo, when it takes up that much of his back, qualifies as a tramp stamp?
Yeah.
I mean, or is it one that was a bad tramp stamp that got...
It could be cover-up work.
Yeah.
It also looks like someone made him in UFC 4 and just screwed around with the sliders. And Matthew's just circling around the line of the octagon, the barrier of the octagon.
It also kind of just looks like he's wearing a UFC belt on backwards.
Yes, a
Yes.
little bit.
Yep.
Little bit.
Not much happening so far in the fight, kids.
Feigning a leg kick. Matthews throwing that leg kick, trying to stay away from the boxer Fiallo. Great stance, traditional stance here, leading with that left hand is Fiallo. Oh, comes over with an overhand left block, but Matthews ping-ponging off the back of the octagon. Trigger D saying smash that like button. I agree.
Yep. The thing with a traditional boxer stance, though, is you do leave a lot of your leg exposed, which...
And Matthews was trying to chop him down. Now he's trying to box him. Now Matthews is trying to box him. He's got his hands low and doing a little bit of a Shane McMahon shuffle.
Yep. I was about to say.
And Fiallo just trying to not walk him down, but walk him into the fence. And Matthews getting okey-doke to getting closer and closer to that fence.
You can see...
Solid overhand right from Matthews, and then chops that tree down. He's figured out a way to get inside of Fiallo's head. He's just got to keep that pressure going, goes for the head kick, but is not able to land, just kind of gives him a bit of a shape-up.
Well, it's an interesting difference between the two styles right now in that Matthews is throwing quite a bit to find range, and then you see Fiallo... finding different levels in order to find his without really throwing, like way more conservative in his strikes that he's putting out there.
Yeah, he's trying to limit it here, and I think he's trying to get Fiallo to bait a little bit.
Definitely.
And Matthews just still, but I don't like that position. I don't like him with his back to the fence. When you're a guy who thrives on space, if this was the apex, this would be a different conversation.
Right.
There's so much space here. There's so much opportunity. And Koskorin Korva. Sorry, I don't know how to read. I'm a poor boy from a poor family. Leg kick again by Matthews to Fiallo, 229 left to go in round number 1 of 3 at 170 pounds, and a left hand from Matthews to Fiallo, and just trying to create some space here.
Was it Matthews that had the 6th highest strike defense in the division?
Yeah.
I mean, if you're that comfortable evading...
And he throws an overhand left and then does a beautiful dip to get out of the way of a right hand from Fiallo.
His movement's incredible. He's
very smooth. Matthews is very smooth, but I don't like that positioning of him just getting closer and closer to the fence, and he catches Fiallo after eating a shot.
Behind the ear.
Both men back into the center of the octagon. A minute 49 left to go. Matthews continuing to chop that front leg down with another leg kick. Trying to pace it here. Matthews might be overexerting here. Just using a lot of energy. Throws that overhand right and then slips again.
It's not Clay Guida's style, but it is very movement forward.
Yeah, he knows exactly how to slip out of it. He's got the timing down. But I just don't like him being pressed up against the fence, and he throws those overhand rights leading really heavy is Matthews.
I mean, it is something
Matthews! And they got into a little bit of a fight in the phone booth, and Matthews with that right hand checking the jaw of Fiallo. He takes a step back and a leg kick by Fiallo to Matthews, who's still on the borderline of the octagon. Another head kick attempt by Matthews not landing. 1 minute now remaining in round number 1 of 3 in the welterweight division.
Otherwise, bringing up that it's Dominic Cruz-esque in its own right. And, honestly, I haven't seen it much other than Cruz of the throwing while dodging. Really keeping your chin away. It's fascinating. And I like it. Damn it.
Mm-hmm. And it's Kosken Korva. Sorry, I don't really drink much of the Lithuanian, the Netherlands and all that other stuff. I'm not a Dane. Oh, and Matthews slipping just in time with 25 seconds left to go in the round. Dane-ish. I'm Matt Ryan. That's Brendan Sokler. We're here all week. Tried the veal. Oh, and we got a firefighting Matthews trying to battle with a boxer, and that slight height advantage working for Matthews. Now gets a body shot in. It's speed here. It's just the hand speed from both of these guys.
Incredible.
And the knee and... Matthews turtles and almost gets caught. Almost tries to pull an arm bar, and that'll be the end of round number 1.
That looked like a slip to me, Matt. I'm not sure, but... really impressive work from Matthews.
I give him that round 10-9.
I do as well. God damn it, Trigger-D. It's these two. Yep. I'll take it. Alrighty. But no, I mean, incredibly active round from Matthews on both offensive and defensive levels in high output. Even though he was against the back of the octagon, I'd still give octagon control to him, along with.
Ooh, if that overhand right lands, this fight's over. But there's that right hand is the story of this fight so far. That and Matthews being able to slip out of some real tough situations. And I guess he likes being up against the fence because it brings the opponent to him.
Yeah, I would say it puts them within a range that he's comfortable with.
Yeah.
And when you are that slick, fuck it.
I guess. Yeah.
I'm not that slick, so I would not do that.
Well, you're not a Jive Soul bro. And they are opening a round number 2. And now switching it up, and Matthews leading with the left hand now, trying to switch up his stance.
Interesting.
And once again, with his back closer and closer to the octagon, the Rangers are losing. God is dead.
Okay.
Game is over. God is dead. Go Colorado.
Goodness.
May the Avalanche beat them in 3. I hope the 4th game doesn't happen because of something.
Also,
I don't know
punches
what.
have been thrown
Hope
while
there's
Matt's been ranting about hockey.
Yeah, nothing's happening here. I'm just mad. Fuck Tampa.
Yeah.
Andrei Vasilevsky can get a colonoscopy. I hope he's okay, but he can get a colonoscopy. Oh, and an uppercut by Matthews. Matthews gets him with an overhand left, and this one getting the...
This is getting juicy, kids.
Oh, Matthews, take out all my hatred of Tampa.
It's...
Beat that man like he was Ron DeSantis. Do it.
Oh, my God. The accuracy is pinpoint. He's just getting right through. And teeing off with
Fiallo
impunity.
he just sat down. He thought the round was over. We've got 3:44 left to go. He did a deep squat, and he gets hit again with a right-left combination.
I realize that he is moving around fairly well, but honestly, I don't think he's intelligently defending himself.
Rick Jana, your dad passed away. Yes, many years ago. Heroin, a motherfucker. 327 in a right and a left combination.
Oh, man. Matthews is firmly in control of this round. If it ended right now, I'd call it a 10-8. Like,
yeah, this
damn.
3:16. What left to go in the round? Overhead, a head kick missed by Matthews.
This motherfucker, Mandy Patinkin'd him.
Yep.
He's like, I'm actually this-handed. Thank you, sir.
Hit him with that Inigo Montoya.
Mm-hmm.
Both men standing in the center of the octagon.
Oh, man.
Ooh, a right hand by Fiallo. He might have got... and
then just punched in the head.
Both of these guys get ping-ponged in the head. 2:45 left to go. Oh, Fiallo in trouble. He caught a left to the jaw. Downstairs, upstairs, going up. Are you being served, sir? Yes, you are. And this one is over.
Yeah. Hot damn. What a coming out party for Jake Matthews. Fucking impressive, man.
Matthews treating Andre Fiallo like Mrs. Slocum's pussy and dropping her right into the basket. And a big win here for the Australian.
I didn't get that reference, and it took me a second, and then we're talking about a cat.
Yes.
Okay. That sounds a lot harder otherwise.
Yeah.
Anyway, Voodoo Ranger Imperial.
Nice.
Good shit.
3 to 5.
Yeah.
3 to 5.
Yeah.
3 to 5.
Oh.
I can just keep drinking purple coffee.
They're out to hurt you.
Everything is out to hurt me. Everything I care about me hurts me.
Yeah. Matthews really coming in like 2022.
And
just beating the shit.
Over the top, too. Just an over-the-top right hand that shuts the door.
It was impressive
that
how
shot.
he stayed standing as long as he did, with how many times he got hit in the fucking head.
We talked about the right hand in the first round, and then the second round it's just that left hand, bang, 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 and then the Jordan.
I deeply love it. I need to see a slow-mo replay of which shot brought him down. Is this? He's trying to tackle the fucking...
He's like, nah, I'm good. Let me fight. Let me fight.
He was so deeply out. If you have a bobblehead in your general vicinity, just give the head a flick.
Yeah.
That was his head.
Yeah, he not bueno.
No.
Not bueno. He
is not there for the announcement.
Yeah, he is not there to be...
Is he coming?
Oh, there he is.
They had to walk him over there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Sweetie.
Oh.
No.
I wonder if that's a good way to just like repress some traumas.
Yeah.
Just get knocked out by Jake Matthews.
Yep, and he just walked away. He's mad that they stopped the fight. That is why he's mad.
He should be happy that Jake Matthews didn't stop his life.
Yeah.
That shit was insane.
And longtime viewer Terrence Hypno Nipple, non-ginger chest hair. Yes, it is very warm here in the studio, so I've opened up my chest a little bit. Trigger D said they said Fiallo me.
That was car crash.
Yeah, that was car crash.
Good.
But if you want to give us some,
Great cash, homie.
drop some in the super chat. Give us, it's a recession, but we like
We prefer the chat over the soup.
Yes, it keeps us going. It keeps the show on the air. It keeps the literal lights on. The very bright lights here in the studio. I'm wearing gel on this show for the first time in like years, and I'm a fan, but not a fan because it feels like goop is seeping into my pores.
I personally can't do things without just the hair hanging in the face.
Oh yeah,
not here where it's cool.
the
and
swoop.
fun.
Yeah, the swoop is
Swoop is fine. Thank you, Clark Kent. I've been stealing it for years, but the middle of the face, the
Also-
sad alfalfa,
Yeah.
no good.
They ain't all home runs. Triggedy, you're one of my favorite chatters. Like you're here every show. I'm gonna give you this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you that.
Yeah.
Because we love you.
We love you.
And Slim D cashes in on his bet, so good for you, sir. And if you want to give some of that
Great cash, homie.
to us, just drop it in the chat. We know.
Yeah.
And the corner for Matthews looking like the security for DJ Khaled.
Yeah. Which is actually just two different sizes of DJ Khaled.
Yes.
Like,
And if you would have bet on Jake Matthews on DraftKings and did it by knockout, $100 would have gotten you $1,000.
well, why don't we do that ever?
We're poor?
Is that shit?
I'm what you would call poor.
I usually call you Matthew. I actually don't call him Matthew.
No one calls me Matthew.
Call him Matt.
People at work call me Matthew. I don't know. It's a choice.
Yeah.
And then we see Zhang Weili, who is up next. This fight is in
This
the
is
middle
my
of
main
the card.
This is my main event, frankly. Like, in terms of interest level in these main events, it declines for me with each one.
And shout out to Timothy Blake driving on the road, delivering some of that Texas tea across this great nation of ours. Thank you so much for however you're listening or watching. If you're staring at our punums for 4 hours, we thank you. If you're just joining us and you're listening to us while you're watching the fights, thank you. If you're listening to us while you're on the road, out drinking at your cousin's bat mitzvah, however you're doing it, we're so grateful that you take the time to join us here on Combat Culture. I'm Matt Ryan. That's Brendan Sokler. And if this is your first time or your 20th time, we've done this so many times since 2019. It is coming up on the 3rd year anniversary of when I took this show over.
Hey-yo.
This September, I will be celebrating 3 years here on Combat Culture, if I don't get fired, or if someone doesn't, steal us away.
Combates. Come at us. We're getting advertisement for Izzy's next.
Yeah,
fight.
this one's going to be ballerific like it's all terrific. What?
Why do you hurt me so?
Why? What do you mean? Why do I try to hurt? What do you mean?
These puns, but also.
Stephen Kelleher. Hold on, Stephen Kelleher, you did.
Great cash, homie.
One more time.
Great cash, homie.
Thank you for donating $5 to the cause. Stanley Franklin, you missed Matt singing Slipknot for $20 last month. Trig, new game.
That is a thing.
Yes, if you do donate over $20, you get to hear me sing whatever song you want within reason. Holloway Volkanovski 3 is on the next pay-per-view, Brendan.
That is a fight that
And Sean O'Malley's back.
I'm very happy with all these things.
Oh, this is worth $80. I might even. I'm going to expense it, but this is a card so good that I wouldn't expense for it, but I'm going to expense it.
Oh yeah, I mean this is juicy. This is Biggie did it well, but also In those Holloway Volkanovski fights,
Yeah.
did you give it to Volkanovski on either one of them?
I gave it to him on at least the first one.
I gave it to him barely on the first one, and then I did not for the second. But
And look at this. Yeah, Adesanya versus Cannonier, Volkanovski Holloway, Strickland versus Pereira, Lauren Murphy versus Misha Tate, and then Pedro Munoz versus Sean O'Malley. Hot backflipping Jesus, that's a card.
Is there any other kind of Jesus? I assume he can do a
Front flipping
backflip.
Jesus.
Oh, that's fair.
Your own personal Jesus. Jesus Christ Superstar.
Buddy Christ.
Jesus Aguilar. I think he played for the Mets. Can I get a thumbs up if Jesus Aguilar played for the Mets?
I would assume you're the authority on that.
No, there's a person in this studio who knows more about the Mets than I do. I blocked a lot of it out. Blocked most of the mid-'90s out.
Is it Olive?
Yes, it's Olive. Olive knows more about the 1990s New York Mets than me.
Well, I mean, Olive has given the definitive statement
Yes.
on the Mets. How are the Mets doing, Olive? Rough.
Trigger D saying
That
shout
hurt
out
everyone in the room.
Trigger D saying shout out Benny Agbayani. Have we seen Misha Tate lately? Well, she's going to be in action next month. She's been looking pretty good inside the octagon and looking.
Since her comeback, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it means that what was the last time she fought? Was it relatively recent?
Yeah, it was relatively recently. It was this year.
Yeah,
She got a
good.
win, I think, in her last fight.
I think you're right. Damn it.
We used to have a monitor, but we don't have a monitor anymore, so we can't do multiple things at once. I had to give all that stuff back.
Yeah, but we'll probably have one for the next show.
Yeah.
Because I got a new TV.
Ooh.
So I just have a spare giant TV.
That's not going to fit on this table, but yes. Shout out to Henry Vega.
Straight cash, homie.
One more time for you, Henry.
Straight cash, homie.
For donating $5 to the cause. Thank you so much for being a part of this.
This card, however.
Lost the prelims.
Yeah. Oh, that's. Wait. Really?
Yeah, that's the prelims for the next pay-per-view. That's a good prelim card. Robbie Lawler
Okay.
versus Brian Barberena.
Okay.
And shout out to Zero Cairo.
Straight cash, homie.
Donating $5 to the cause. Never seen the channel and just stumbled in. Well, thank you for stumbling in. And if this is your first time watching the show, like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the notification bell so you know when we are live for every UFC pay-per-view. Hashtag Money Team. That's right. Hashtag.
And the active games that are going are 1. Who do you think ex-UFC champion that you could beat in a bar fight or have your best chances with?
Yes.
2. Who do you think we look like with no context? As in, what do we do? Not
Yes.
necessarily the people. It's fine. And then, what else we got?
If you donate $20, I will sing.
Matt will sing.
If you donate $40, Brendan will rap.
It was 50.
50, sorry.
But we'll lower it to 40. Fuck it.
If you donate $100, we will say thank you and do both.
Yeah.
And
we'll just
possibly
do
some
a
other
Limp
thing.
Bizkit song. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's very easy. Thank goodness for rap metal.
Yeah.
Damn it.
But if you just want to donate to the super chat and let us know what you're thinking, please do.
Do it.
Yeah, and this is one hell of a card.
I just want to.
Trigger D says he'd beat the shit out of Davison Figueiredo. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I'd like to watch that. It is who he thinks he'd have his best odds against.
Well, he's saying he'd beat the shit out of him. So
Yeah, that is also true. I tried, Trigger. I tried.
10-7. My man's saying he'd beat Figueiredo 10-7. You got a chair and a gun?
I would just like everyone to know, and I may have said this on the podcast before. Not the podcast, the video cast. But hematoma always hits my ear like Funky Comedina, and it gets stuck in my head.
This one was already we got Abbott and Costello, but young Ed, Laurel and Hardley. Bravo.
Oh. Damn. Oh.
Applause.
Might be saying unfair to say my views.
The man got hit by a train, but he is kind of an asshole. So
Couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
you don't want someone to get hit by a train. I did once convince my entire high school a buddy of mine got hit by a train.
That's fun.
Yeah, that was a piece of shit.
Yeah, fuck.
Stephen Kelleher, I'd lose to Rose. Well, yeah, I think all of us would.
I think there's implications that are being made there.
Yes. Good for you.
Oh.
Good for you, buddy. But oh god, just
The hematoma.
she got pummeled so hard she got Mars attack face.
Yeah.
That's how do you
She went from
recover
a
from that?
4-head to a 12-head in
Yeah.
that fight.
I don't. She gave herself bumps.
Oh, it wild.
Yeah, and you know,
Joanna's one of my favorite fighters, and watching that fight was,
it was grim.
it made me 4x4 nice.
Bravo,
Well
Trigger.
Well done. Trigger and I are right now just in a pun battle.
Yeah.
And I'm here for it.
Yeah,
Challenge accepted.
Zhang's a bad motherfucker though.
Yes.
That's the problem. Is like
so good.
yeah, and Joanna is a lot of irrational confidence. Not irrational confidence, but it's a lot of confidence. And I think that she's believed a lot of her own hype for too long. I think the division has caught up to her.
I think you have to though to be at this level.
To be at that level, but you've seen how that belt in that division's been hot potatoed.
Yeah.
And, you know, she was the champion at the impetus to them. Mm-hmm. And just,
Yeah. I mean, it is... God damn it. It is truly something to have seen how bad of an ass-kicking that was.
Yeah.
I don't expect it to be the same, though, for this fight, Matt. I really do think the time off really probably helped her.
It probably helped her. I just think she would have gotten a tune-up fight or something, like, you know, a little more time.
Yeah.
Because 2 years off is one thing, like 2 years to rest and recover, but 2 years without a fight is really hard.
I mean, we're bumping into that with a decent number of fighters, though, because of the Rona.
Yeah, and shout out to Aeschylus, Wildfire. You guys are ridiculous. Yes, we are.
Accurate.
Tell your friends.
We are both sharing the DNA of a clown shoe.
Yes. Triggedy, legendary Polish hematoma. You guys think Weili will move up? Can she beat Valentina? Ooh. That would be an interesting fight. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone beats Shevchenko at that weight.
That's a hard one, man.
I'd have her beating most of the dudes at that weight.
Yeah.
Like,
but Kelleher making a good point. She is a little too. I think that weight jump's a little too hard.
Yeah.
I think, and especially going up against a killer like Shevchenko, Joanna looking great.
Yeah.
Like she is
shreddy.
Yeah, you can cut lettuce on her abs. Yeah. That is insane.
Yeah. Can make a very, very elite level salad.
The first Polish champion in UFC history, second highest strike rate in the strawweight division's history, 6.82 a minute. Fourth most significant strikes in UFC history.
And stop.
17-11. Third highest significant strike defense in UFC strawweight history, 65.1%.
She looks relaxed, man. Like, she looks real fucking calm for this.
Yeah, well, you kind of have to be to get into that kind of zone, to get ready for this kind of fight, knowing what happened to you the last time.
Yeah, I mean, you have to prepare.
Yeah.
So much. And you have the mountain to overcome, not only of the size of that fucking hematoma, but of having remembered that face. What that psychologically does to an athlete.
When you see what another fighter did to you,
yeah,
that's got to be so insane. Triggedy saying there a couple of people in the chat saying
talking about some
a higher weight class.
We've tried a couple.
And the PFL has a 155-pound division, almost exclusively for Kayla Harrison, who has the entire women's division of that company on lock.
Right.
So it is really interesting to see if that would happen.
Joanna giving me 2003 low-key stretches.
What do you mean? Zhang Weili not as energetic, making her walk to the octagon, a little more focused, a little more sullen. The Hebei China native making her way to the octagon. really hard to bet against either fighter, but walking into this fight, I
think it's harder to bet against.
It's hard to bet against Zhang, but it is hard to beat a person twice. It is hard to beat a person twice. It's happened to her with Rose Namajunas.
Yep.
But Jedrzejczyk got beaten by Rose twice too. So when it comes to that, it's kind of a push.
And also going back to what we were talking about with just the psychological effects of seeing yourself literally disfigured.
Yeah.
If you were watching the tape from the fight repeatedly, which I imagine she did.
Yeah.
Then you are repeatedly exposing yourself to the fact that, like, she beat my ass.
Yeah, and it still was close.
It still was close.
But 11
But by
first
pride
round-
rules,
Yeah.
it was not close.
No, and it is 11 a.m. in Singapore right now. So it's not even noon in Singapore, and they about to beat the piss out of themselves.
Can we just throw a brunch MMA show one of these days?
Askless Wildfire. Wow, it's like listening to Two Casual Clowns. That was initially the name of the show, Two Casual Clowns.
Yeah.
But we weren't given a pie budget. That was the sad part of it. We weren't given a pie budget. That's what hurt me the most. Philip the Wise saying the same joke I said earlier. She looked like the alien from Mars Attacks.
Yeah, agreed.
Trigger D, I'm eating breakfast for dinner. That's it. That was always a
appreciate
treat.
that commitment.
Michael DeYoung, boring. They're walking to the fucking octagon, bro. What do you want me to do? Dance? I mean, a
think
cha-cha
so.
slide? What do you want me to do? Once the fights start, strap in, kid. Like, what do you want me to do? You fucking do the news?
It's bad. I just did the news.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very brief.
It sucks out here. What do you want?
Shout out Singaporeans.
Yeah,
Sister
shout out
D.
to Singapore.
Yeah. If you're in Singapore and watching us, thanks for being here.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us, whether you like it or you don't like it. Let's go to the tail of the tape for our co-main event. Zhang 32, Joanna 34. Height and reach advantage for Joanna, 5'6" and 65.5 inches to 5'4" from Zhang, and a 63-inch reach. Both fighters coming in at the straw weight maximum, 116 pounds.
And we got Bruce Buffer.
Aw, Askless Wildfire saying we know nothing about MMA. Oh, sweetie. Oh, no, you're not the 9,000th person to say that. No.
They hired us because of our knowledge of bowling.
Yes. Per our shirts.
Yeah.
And Joanna and Jedrzejczyk being introduced. It's not like I wrote about MMA for 5 years. No.
And it's not like I've ever bowled over 100. I haven't. I'm very bad at that sport.
I was as well, and I was a varsity bowler. Joanna looking ready to fuck something up, and the fans in Singapore indoor stadium, ready to lean and or rock with it.
I would assume the only association with bowler and you would be a hat that you probably wore in high school. This is news to me.
I wore a fedora. I was a bowler in high school.
Oh, you were a milady?
No. I wore it once and never again. It just kind of collected dust.
That is how that's supposed to go.
Yep.
I think this will look good on me. Oh.
No.
Quality stuff, kids.
Fat guy with long hair and a fucking fedora. Not a look. But what we are looking at is two of the best fighters in the world. Mark Goddard, looking like somebody's stepdad ready to fuck up a barbecue, is our referee.
I said a combo of Michael Rappaport and Michael Bisping. If you have a better mashup, I'm willing
I
to
thought you
hear
meant
it in the
Keith
chat.
Peterson for that.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I see it, though.
You
And
see
here
it?
we go. Round number 1 in the strawweight division. Both former champions looking for another shot at the crown. Joanna controlling the center of the octagon.
Very many feints of this jab. She has thrown probably like 20 mini feints.
Yeah, she has been throwing...
Just spamming the button.
And switching up the stance, going for a kick was Jedrzejczyk and missing. Zhang trying to find an opportunity to get inside. There's a leg kick, and Joanna missing with a right-left combination, which strikes.
That leg kick looked brutal.
And Joanna, just a bundle of energy. You're used to seeing that from Joanna in these fights. Leg kick by Zhang Weili missing. Leg kick by Jedrzejczyk missing. Head kick attempt by Zhang not landing.
It is consistent motion from Joanna and a calmness from Zhang.
And inside, a bit of a firefight. Both fighters landing a couple of strikes. think keeping her distance is the best option now for Zhang, and Jedrzejczyk with the leg kick takes down Zhang. Had some solid rights leading up to that leg kick, taking her out with a bit of a
She
trip
swept
up.
the leg.
She
baby.
did. She did, and then Jedrzejczyk throwing some hands, and Zhang getting a couple of shots in as well, and a stiff kick to the body by Zhang Weili.
Hot damn.
Both fighters standing in the center of the octagon. Jedrzejczyk shelled up here. Overhand right by Zhang. Takedown by Zhang. And Joanna getting pieced up by Zhang Weili. Zhang not letting Jedrzejczyk get up. Holds onto the leg. Flamingoing is Jedrzejczyk. Jedrzejczyk getting her chin checked here. And now reverse waistlock applied. Now trying to get out of it. Now in the Luther Campbell position is Jedrzejczyk. Now Jedrzejczyk almost getting tripped up there, but still in the Luther Campbell. Driving the back of the knee, her knee into the back of the knee of Jedrzejczyk is Zhang Weili, and Weili with the takedown has the back of Joanna Jedrzejczyk. Landing with impunity is the former strawweight champion, the first Chinese champion in UFC history, looking to close the show with 2:47 left to go in round number 1, and she is decimating Joanna Jedrzejczyk here, and now in the fetal position is Jedrzejczyk.
She might be getting a choke in from this angle,
Yeah,
Matt,
she
or
could-
at least cranking the
She's
neck.
got the left forearm right at the mouth line, like right here, trying to slip it underneath the jaw. Now in a weird kind of side control with Jedrzejczyk grapevining the right leg of Zhang Weili. 2:22 left to go in round number 1.
It honestly has been murderous since it's gotten to the ground, and so many shots to Joanna.
Both fighters back standing, trying to go into the Muay Thai is Jedrzejczyk, but cannot get away from the grip of Zhang Weili. Now,
Jesus, dude.
just posturing up is Zhang. Both fighters...
Zhang looking like she was about to go for a lion tamer for a second
Yeah,
there.
she almost pulled. Now it looks like she's going for a clover leaf. Now on top of Jedrzejczyk in a variation of side control and also a lateral press. I am confused, but
This is Habib S.
Yes, 3 of 4 takedowns in the first under 4 minutes of this fight from Zhang. 3 of 4 on her takedown, 75% effective. And just driving that elbow. Elbows from Zhang Weili, and we've got some raspberry jam here in round number 1.
These are honestly making me uncomfortable. This is not...
It's Homer Simpson, Dredrick Tatum at this point.
Yeah.
And again with the elbows. Zhang Weili coming out here, 47 ground strikes to 1. Zhang to Jedrzejczyk. Jedrzejczyk being Khabib
trying
here.
to survive. But these short elbows, murderous, John Jones-esque, with the amount of torque that Zhang Weili is getting
Just
behind.
the elbows from the bottom, and Jedrzejczyk trying to use the cage here to posture back up from the bottom, just trying to switch it around now, gets back up to a standing position, but a little worse for wear. 45 seconds left to go, and you're looking to see some swelling here over the eyes of Joanna Jedrzejczyk.
Not again.
Trigger D predicting a Rings of Saturn being pulled at some point. Put that one up on the board.
I like it.
30 seconds left to go, and Jedrzejczyk with some throws, but Zhang brushing them off, much like Aaliyah in the early 2000s.
Zhang looks honestly Terminator-esque with walking through some of these shots. It's impressive.
Some hazmat level of smish from Zhang Weili here. And just the ability to grapple and keep her in place.
Oh, it was incredible. And also,
Joanna's
Joanna's still fighting. Still
throwing
fighting
some
back.
solid strikes, but then capturing the leg with Zhang, and that'll be the end of round number 1 and a 10-8 round.
Definitely a 10-8 round. But Joanna not out of the game, still showing fire towards the end there. And you have to question how much energy it took to control the ever-loving fuck out of her in the grappling.
But how much energy did it take out of Joanna, who
To try to
hasn't
fight out.
fought in 2 years?
Yeah, I mean, it is a very interesting thing. We will see how conditioning looks. The beginning of this round, this second round, is going to be real fucking informative in my estimation.
Joanna standing, Zhang in the corner sitting. Aeschylus Wildfire saying
Interesting.
10-9 to be contrarian,
In
but
what world?
like Joanna got in some solid shots, but she was out ground struck 46-1, and Zhang got like 5 takedowns. She was 4 of 5, maybe 5 of 6 on takedowns.
Yeah, there was nothing stopping her, man. It was scary.
Yeah, it was a rough night at the office. It's been a rough night at the office for her so far.
Not a good time to be Joanna.
Yeah, not good.
Oh God. Here we go, round number 2.
Leg kick, and it's leg kick palooza from both fighters starting
Little
things off.
can happening betwixt the two. Loving it.
Overhand rights from both fighters. Joanna keeping her hands up, still that flutter of energy. And Zhang looking way more in a pocket, looking way more composed than Joanna. Leg kick by Joanna, the former Muay Thai world champion. Going up against Zhang Weili, who ate a right hand and then a savate kick to the thigh, and another savate kick to the midsection. Fancy word for super kick, and just working those savate kicks as Zhang Weili, landing 3, feigns another one, and gets inside. Ooh, and Jedrzejczyk landed a solid shot, but Zhang coming in with 2 shots, 2 punches, and a kick to the body.
The combos in this fight are fantastic. Like, astounding.
And both standing with 4 minutes left to go. Minute gone by in the round, kick to the body. Ooh, and Jedrzejczyk feigning a kick to the body, and then one landed by Zhang, almost in 4-4 time on that one.
They both kicked each other at the exact same moment. That was pretty fun.
Oh, and another right hand landing on Jedrzejczyk, and both of them fighting in a phone booth, and Jedrzejczyk just trying to pivot and volley out of the way, trying to peekaboo like Tyson, and not able to get anything going. Another savate kick by Zhang. This one's closer to a 10-9 round, but right now for me, Zhang controlling the pace.
Controlling the pace, but Joanna is getting combinations in, but so is Zhang.
Yeah.
So,
Zhang's landing more combinations. Ooh, trying to go for a Muay Thai clinch on the Muay Thai fighter. Landing an elbow again is Zhang, pressing Jedrzejczyk up against the fence with 3:12 left to go.
Like for Joanna.
And another takedown attempt, and now Joanna takes the back, lands a left, but not a right.
Just so slick, letting her pull and trying to go for a judo throw and nearly getting the neck on that. It was incredible defense by Joanna when she had none in the first round.
Get a little closer to the mic.
Yeah, that's fair.
2:49 left to go. I'm Matt Ryan. That's Brendan Sokler on the loud one. He's the quiet one. Which is
rude, but thematically true.
both standing in getting closer to the center of the octagon. 2:35 left to go. Spinning
back fist.
And Jedrzejczyk is out like a motherfucking light. Back fist to the future. Front flip for style. Zhang Weili making some money. Getting into the... Give that woman a bonus. She just clocked Joanna Jedrzejczyk and put her into the controller getting disconnected. Another finish on this card.
Somewhere, Eddie Kingston is smiling. Good God Almighty. Our second flare flop of the night.
Jesus, Mary, mother of fuck.
Oh, buddy. Both competitors hugging right now. You love to see the sportsmanship.
That was
and
disgusting.
Hugging Matt Brown. Which one is it?
Matt Brown.
I always get those confused. But yeah, hot damn, dude. What an impressive showing.
And if you like the conversation, you want to give us
Straight cash, homie.
donate to the super chat. Let's see again. The savate kick to set it up, spins out of it and behind the ear. Just done. Done. Splayed out. Chalker. She's done.
It seemed like Joanna got hit behind the ear.
Yep.
And the impact was huge, but it looked like she was trying to go for a punch.
Yeah.
But it had no equilibrium anymore.
Yeah, she tried to throw a right hand and then that's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like, it wasn't necessarily
Cooked.
like back fist drop. It was when a toddler hurts their knee and then you see an adult's reaction and then they realize, oh no, the pain.
Yes.
The pain is here.
Lane and Brandy, calm down. Luke Thomas's brother. No. How about that?
Yeah. Take that.
How about no? I just saw one of the best fighters in the world get clocked and drop like a bad habit in front of God and everybody by another one of the greatest fighters on the planet, and I will react accordingly.
Good.
I am paid to be loud and be handsome.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I am doing at least that.
Good. What? Performance bonus?
And Joanna taking her gloves
Definitely.
off. Oh boy.
Yeah.
this is the end. And Joanna giving her a hug, Zhang giving her a hug, and this one, it's tough to see. Tough to see one of the best fighters on the planet go out like this, but Zhang Weili getting a dub here, and Joanna Jedrzejczyk looking like she will walk away from the sport of mixed martial arts after one hell of a career.
Yeah, a Hall of Fame-worthy career, in my opinion.
Well, she hasn't laid them down in the ring. We're just assuming.
Right. She might have just sweaty hands. Who's to say?
Yeah, I don't know, but when you do that during the decision...
Yeah, it is usually a sign of, I think I'm good.
Yeah.
But also, I found it's not the wisest thing to make decisions after being punched in the head about 100 times.
This is true.
It's just take a day, maybe.
Yeah, but a rough one.
A rough one, and like, what do you do if you were literally nicknamed champion?
Yeah,
and
Joanna champion.
And you cannot beat the top of the division.
That's the rough part.
That's, oh man. Again, there's psychological aspects to this sport
A Hall of Fame career, one of the best. She carried the strawweight division early on. She brought this era in, and then no hands on that flip.
Yeah,
that's talent.
Very impressive. Thought she was nearly going to Tony Ferguson herself off that.
And now in the top of the most wins in strawweight division, it's Mackenzie Dern, and then a tie between Carla Esparza, Zhang Weili, and Ricardo Emanuel. It's the layoff, probably. I said you don't go from 2 years out of the cage to face someone who did what they did to you.
Yeah.
In that fight. You don't put yourself in that position.
I think Zhang is just Thanos.
Yeah,
she is inevitable.
But she's lost fights.
Sure.
She's been beatable. She's been knocked out. She's been stopped.
Yeah.
But if I'm Joanna, like, you get the rematch. The rematch is always going to be there.
Right.
Like, that rematch is always going to be there. But if you just give yourself a chance to get back into the feeling of fighting a fight in front of people, like, you're not giving yourself the best possible position to win in a fight like that.
Yeah, I mean, it is a very difficult thing because we can armchair quarterback it, and we're paid to do that.
Yeah.
But it is also something where I'm like, I don't know that you can prepare for what just happened.
No, but you can't prepare for that, but
I do think a tune-up fight would have helped.
Yeah, a tune-up fight would have given her a little bit of that muscle memory back into the octagon. You saw a bunch of that nervous energy, and Joanna does that all the time in her fights. Like, you see her doing that shift, that motion. She's a perpetual motion machine, but I think if you got against someone in the top 10, top 15 of that division, and you were able to main event a fight night or be the co-main event of a decent UFC card, you give yourself an extra payday, but you also give yourself a bigger chance to succeed.
Yeah. Fuck, man. I don't want to see her retire, but I entirely understand it and think she is about to. Also, great nails.
Yeah.
Just got 'em done.
Solid
Looks of it.
manicure.
Yeah.
And Joanna being interviewed now by Daniel Cormier, saying she's been training for this fight for months.
Yeah.
It sucks to see this happen to anybody, to any great fighter. She was proud of herself. She's a winner. She got surprised with the back fist. Everybody got surprised with that back fist.
It's a spinning fucking back
Yeah.
fist. The element of surprise is pretty key to it.
Yeah, that was a motherfucker. And Lane and Brandy making an excellent point. Joanna left something in there the last time she'll never get back. And, those fights against Rose Namajunas, too, you go in there 2 times for...
77% accuracy.
She landed 77% of her shots.
That's unreal.
You adjust that to... man, that's hard.
I am all aboard the feels train right now watching
And she's
this.
got her gloves in her hand.
She's saying she loves the audience so much.
Thank you for this opportunity, Dana. Is she sorry that he let him down?
Oh, come on. You didn't let anyone down, man.
Stephen Kelleher saying, like, Tony got the career beaten out of him.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, she's...
Is it hot in here? My eyes just sweaty.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
And one hell of a fighter. And she has left her gloves in the octagon. This is the end of Joanna Jedrzejczyk. She has put her gloves in the octagon, and shit. You don't want to see great fighters' careers end like this. Joanna saying she's 35. She wants to be a mother. She wants to be a businesswoman. So this is good for her.
Good for her.
Walk away with a huge, something to be proud of. Something,
Well, also
a career-
retiring before she really seriously got hurt.
Yeah.
I mean,
And when you have 4 of her last fights at the peak of her career going up against the peak of competition, that to me speaks to it more than anything.
yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Zero Kairu, Joanna's the only person Zhang has beaten the last 3 years, and her biggest achievement. Yeah. Beat her twice.
Yeah.
Beat her emphatically the second time around.
Heartily.
Yeah.
I'm happy that she's going out before anything bad happened. There's too many fighters out there that stick around a bit too far after they should.
Du Hoi Choi, in 2022 UFC Hall of Fame inductee. There's Forrest Griffin with an interesting facial hair choice.
I think it's just that it's really white.
Yeah, really gray.
Yeah.
But Joanna Jedrzejczyk, first ballot UFC Hall of Famer. in my
Absolutely.
opinion.
Put her in there fucking tomorrow.
If you put her legacy up against a lot of other female fighters, I say she's in the top 10, top 5.
I'd say so. I mean, and you put it really well, Matt, that she did pioneer the division, hold it up, and now it is strong.
Yeah.
And she can hang them
And
up.
there's such depth at that strawweight division,
It's
too.
filthy, dude.
Shout out to Brent Spencer joining us from Ohio. If you're joining us for the first time, let us know where you're from and what you think of the show. And if you want to give us some,
Straight cash, homie.
you can donate via the Super Chat. And we're seeing Talia Santos getting ready for a big showdown with Valentina Shevchenko. We've seen a lot of shocking stoppages tonight.
Could we see another one?
I don't know.
Who's to say? Ricardo Emanuel making the point of Anderson Silva as a potential example of someone who stuck around too long.
Yeah. And
Would
then
you agree with that?
I would. I'd say that.
After the Izzy fight? Like,
I think the Izzy fight was the last great
yeah.
moment
And
for
that was
him.
pretty-
But, after the leg breaks, after all of that, I'm glad that he found second life in fighting people on helicopter pads.
He has looked so good boxing.
Yes.
He has looked so good boxing, which I'm happy for because that requires a hell of a lot of leg work, literally, and he's got some snappy boys there.
Mm-hmm. Papa Placid Penis, the names tonight, guys. 50 out of 10. Joanna's legacy versus Rousey's legacy. I say they're fairly similar.
Yeah.
Because they are both groundbreakers in the division, came in with a legitimate pedigree, and then the division started passing them by, and no matter how hard they fought, they just weren't able to keep up.
I would say that it is a fair comparison to Hulk Hogan and The Rock, in that one of them, I would argue that Rousey's legacy is a bit more expansive just because she hit the zeitgeist and the general pop culture of it, like The Rock did. Mm-hmm. But you also have the Hulk Hogan in Joanna, where it's like, didn't cross over in the same way.
No,
and that's
but they were the first through the door in
right.
that regard.
I mean, if we are just judging based on the sport, I'd say lateral.
Yeah.
We were judging.
By a factor of magnitude. If we're looking at if we're
Pride
looking
rules versus UFC rules
if we're
in this
looking within
case.
the vacuum of just mixed martial arts, they're parallel.
This stadium's fucking huge.
Yeah, Singapore Indoor Stadium is fucking massive.
Yeah.
Timothy Blake joining us from New Hampshire.
Thank you,
What about Valentina? Well, Valentina is the outside of Amanda Nunes, and I would probably give Valentina the slight edge, the most dominant female combat sports athlete of all time. And you can make an argument now in terms of women's boxing with Clarissa Shields.
Sure.
But what Valentina's been able to do against tougher competition, and this is not a knock on Clarissa Shields, but Clarissa Shields fighting at heavier weights, that doesn't have a lot of...
As we discussed
outside
earlier.
of Christina Hammer, there really haven't been a lot of challenges for Clarissa Shields. Oh, it's a tremendous name.
Yeah. Does she come out to Hammer Time?
I don't know.
I feel like that is a
I haven't
very
seen
large
her box
missed
in a long
opportunity.
time, but like you see what Jake Paul's doing to Amanda Serrano. Oh, that's what I was going to bring up to you.
Do you think Joanna's gonna go fight Jake Paul?
No,
I'd watch
Jake
it.
Paul's running the Garden in August, but with Amanda Serrano as the co-main event. So I'm glad, despite all of the bullshit, Jake Paul has given Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor in women's fighting a huge platform.
I don't like watching him fight. I like watching him advocate for fighters. I think it is one of the classiest things I know about the man.
Well, it's every day, bro.
It's every day, bro. $100 donation. Matt will wrap it. It's every day, bro.
I will do it. If you donate $100 to the super chat, I will do the entire "It's Every Day, Bro."
Can I do Tessa Brooks?
Yes, you
Yes.
You'll
Done.
do her verse.
Yeah, Trigger D saying Valentina is the best complete fighter in the UFC, and it's kind of hard to argue. I mean, Matt, can you bring up the stats real quick? Because I want us to go through this
So,
real
yeah,
quick.
it's a half a page.
Yeah.
A second Den black belt and Master of Sports in Taekwondo, International Master of Sports in Muay Thai, Master of Sports in Boxing, Master of Sports in Kickboxing, Black Belt and Master of Sport in Judo. First woman to ever defend the Flyweight Championship. 3 Performance of the Night bonuses, second most wins in Flyweight division history, most consecutive wins in Flyweight division history, same amount, 8.
She scares me.
Most knockout wins in Flyweight division history with 4. Second most finishes in the division history with 5. Victories over Joanna Jedrzejczyk, Jessica Andrade, Holly Holm, and Juliana Pena. 8 straight wins since going to Flyweight and winning the Flyweight title. Last 2 fights were wins over Jessica Andrade and Lauren Murphy. Both of them, by the way, stoppages. Last time that Shevchenko was stopped in a fight, not lost, but last stopped, was in 2010 to Liz Carmouche, and that was because of a doctor stoppage.
Yeah.
And opposed to that, Talia Santos, a BJJ blue belt. But a tough competitor. Her last time she was stopped was in 2016. She got knocked out before her UFC run. But Talia Santos making her way to the octagon. Haven't heard Darth Kratos. Haven't heard the dog tonight. She is asleep, God willing.
Olive has been real fucking great.
Yeah.
Shout out to Olive, MVP of the night, performance bonus for
Yes.
Olive.
Shout out to Malik Holmes.
Straight cash, homie.
One more time for you, Malik.
Straight cash, homie.
Donating $5 to the cause for Joanna. And if you want to hear me sing, you can donate $20 to the cause. If you want to hear Brendan rap, it's $40 or $50 for the cause. And if you want to hear me do It's Everyday Bro in its entirety between the co-main and the main event, you will get $100 and you will donate to that to the super chat and pay our...
Pull their money together, everyone.
There we go.
If we get $100 in donations between the start of this fight and the end of this fight, I will do It's Everyday Bro before the main event.
I like it. I vote yes.
Thank you to all 410 of you joining us here tonight. Not a popular fight card, but a very fun fight card. Trigger D just cutting to the quick on his assessment of Talia Santos. Thinking,
Damn.
who wants to hear from Ja Rule in a time like this?
Most. I'd say most. But here we are, man. Second main event of the evening.
The actual co-main
The actual
event.
co-main.
I've fallen down this rabbit hole on YouTube.
Is that Gegard or just a guy with glasses?
Might be Gegard.
Okay.
Nick McMullen couldn't justify the $75. Well, we're glad you're here. You can give us that $75. Give us a $75. Muhammad Hassan Koo, you guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. So thank you so much for joining us
Is
here.
powdered glass just sand?
Ostensively, yeah.
Yeah.
You got Nick McMillan in home in Kansas, survived the tornado. Well, we're glad you survived the fucking tornado.
Also,
that's nonchalant. How often are there tornadoes in Kansas?
I mean, famously there are.
Lane and Brandy, I would, but we have 3 kids. I'll share it on my Facebook though. Well, thank you.
Brett Spencer, I'm gonna let you read this one, Matt, because it's a goodie. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'll read it then. Rumors have it 3 things can beat Valentina: bullets, Xanax, and bear mace. Only 2 of those can beat her, for she is Bullet.
Yes. Ride, Jackie, ride. Nick McMullen, often in the summer. Jesus. Why? Why do you live in a place where there are often tornadoes?
Sometimes you just like a good fight, Matt.
That's also like a third of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah, the third of the country. Kansas is stupid flat. Well,
We just have pizza rats here.
outside of the whole basketball thing at the university, what else? And being near Kansas City, what else?
I mean, it was said earlier, how else are you going to get to Oz, bro? How else?
Spin kick you when we're off the air.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan, that's Brendan Sokler. I have to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I hate myself.
Fucking gross,
And
man.
there's the eye patch man again, is Valentina
Good.
Shevchenko, just straight strapped in a sweatsuit, looking like she's about to murk another human being.
Trigger D saying, Florida has lizards that can eat you.
And one of the many reasons why you will never catch my ass living in Florida.
We had a gator on our campus for the first 2 years that I was there.
Ah, well, Wildfire, you enjoy those tornado zones. Good for you.
Yeah. Ride the lightning, as 'twere. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. This, Valentina, she hasn't really blinked much.
No, she has got the dead cold stare of a mom who has caught you drinking in the parking in your garage.
Yeah, no, the Fassbender stare is real with her.
Yep.
And intense. Yes, Rick, alligators are lizards.
And Kevin Derperet
Straight cash, homie.
donating $5 to the cause.
Straight cash, homie.
Thank you. And the other Shevchenko with her.
Zero saying, you imply that she is human, you fool.
She also walked out to the octagon with no shoes on.
Because she doesn't need shoes.
She just straight up decided, nah, fam, I don't need, and just wiping her sweat off with the...
Everything about her scary.
Valentina Shevchenko gives nary a fuck.
Observe her field of fucks and how it is barren. Mm-hmm. Good.
Antonina Shevchenko. I forgot. I interviewed Antonina Shevchenko. I just forgot her first name for a second. I've been hit in the head a lot. So sometimes things slip out. It's like pudding.
Yeah.
Zero Kairu saying the shoes fall apart the moment she stands. Just gotta buy better shoes.
I really like this idea of how
She
inhuman
has
is
the
Shevchenko.
Shevchenko has the highest striking rate in women's flyweight history, 56.6%. More than
You
what?
couldn't pay me enough.
So that's like 1.6 of every 2 punches she lands.
Yeah.
She misses 4.4%. Achtung, Liebe.
Oh my god.
You ever feel like you're just attending someone's funeral?
Yes.
This is that.
Yes.
Lord Almighty. So
She KO'd Chuck Norris.
heading into the fight, she's been a minus 1250 favorite twice and minus 2500 favorite once, minus 550, minus 1900 against Lauren Murphy.
We want you to bet with DraftKings.
She's minus 630
it
tonight.
Won't do you much if you vote for her.
Yeah. If you put any money on her, you need to put like the gross national product of a small European country up to get any rate of return.
Yeah, exactly. This very well may be a murder.
Did something happen? Is everything okay?
Guy and the professor hit his head.
Oh no.
Okay. Well, speaking of heads getting hit, this fight beginning shortly.
Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Santos, 28, Shevchenko, 34, slight height and reach advantage for Santos, 5'6" to the 5'5" of Shevchenko, 68 to 66.5-inch reach for Santos.
You can tell when Bruce Buffer's excited.
Yeah.
He gets... we can't hear these people because we're broadcasting to you.
We
but
legally are prohibited from turning the volume on.
Oh, yeah. That is a fucking thing.
We are legally prohibited. We do that. We get...
But where can I see the fights, man?
I'm just glad no one's asked to put a mirror up. One of the judges in this fight is named Howard Hughes. Swear to God.
Yeah.
Jason Herzog, the official for this one.
Do you think he has just, like, buckets of pee underneath the...
Just a lot of fingernails.
Yeah.
It's really hard for him to judge. Like, his fingernails break every time he tries to write.
Good God.
Shevchenko by folk dance head kick.
I thought we established she had no folks given.
Bruce motherfucking Buffer just had... I am 32 and I don't have his energy.
I have his energy.
You do.
But not today.
No. But you have that kind of energy, and there are times where I love it, and there are times I want to hit you with a cricket bat.
Yeah. It will break over me.
Yeah.
I am all energy.
I do want a personalized cricket bat for my birthday.
I think so. I think that would be good. What if we shout out Cricket Wireless, give us our money? They're
a sponsor of the American Sevens Football League, which you can watch tomorrow on Stadium. WatchStadium.com at 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern. It's the Elite Eight, and you can watch me live. Call the action.
Yeah. Stephen. She killed her own folks so she could use them against her. I like to think that she just quietly ingests the energy of people to be able to do some Dragon Ball
So she's a
shit.
Death Eater.
Yeah, more or less.
Or Krillin. She's Krillin.
Yeah.
You know what? She's Kid Buu. She's the Kid Buu of female fighting. Mikey Santella, Valentina does not sleep. She eats weight. Just, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I gave you the car crash.
Oh.
It was a good joke, but you deserved the car crash.
This...
Valentina
Watch
is the Borg.
This be a complete shocker.
Talia just fucking cleans her clock.
It's
11:40 and with the co-main event.
Just comes out.
I might get to sleep tonight.
I probably won't on principle. Damn it. But here we go. Gang.
Valentina Shevchenko, Talia Santos, whole bunch of people who are VIPs who have no idea what the fuck's going on. And it's round one of this 5-round fight for the UFC strawweight title. First round brought to you by my inability to communicate my emotions.
You've said sad before.
Standing in the center of the octagon, both fighters. Low leg kick missed by Shevchenko. Santos with the happy feet, doing the Joanna Jedrzejczyk, looking like she's playing electric football. Superman punch feigned by Shevchenko. Shevchenko closing the distance between her and Santos. Santos
really not moving.
No, Shevchenko just waiting for opportunity, lying in wait. Ooh, right clip Santos. Santos comes in, but eats a right uppercut from the champion. Santos needs to utilize her reach, get in and get out. Just try to keep her distance from Shevchenko and not get dragged into deep water. Leg kick by Santos.
Santos is still looking like a nervous ball of energy, much in the way that Joanna was earlier. And Shevchenko's just making these micro movements, but basically just standing there.
She's just letting the fight come to her.
Yeah. That is a level of calm that is kind of freaky, man.
Yeah, scares the shit out of me. Standing in the center of the octagon are both fighters. Another leg kick by Santos. 3:47 left to go on round number 1 of 5 for the UFC strawweight title.
Not a lot being thrown here, Maddie.
I think Shevchenko is just waiting. She's counterpunched every time Santos has come in.
Yeah.
She's gotten them.
Yeah.
So I think she's letting the fight come to her. This is Shevchenko knowing she's controlling the... a spinning back kick. Does not land by Shevchenko, but pulling the white suit Yakuza. You take the focus off for a second. Santos comes in, and it immediately gets grappled and put up against the fence by the champion. Shevchenko keeping Santos pressed up against the fence. Tried to do a cha-cha slide out of it, but Santos pressing into the jaw. Trying to make anything happen here. And now Santos pressed up against the fence.
Looks like Shevchenko is trying to potentially change levels or at least get her arms to not be grapevine. Mm-hmm. And a knee from Shevchenko.
Trigger D making an excellent point regarding $75. And then a knee to the body by Shevchenko. Santos having the chin of Shevchenko just pressed in the nape of her neck in between her shoulder and her neck, just in that area right there, that bridge. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
You can cut blood. You can cut air that way.
And kneeing inside the thigh, inside the right thigh, pardon me, is Shevchenko to Santos. 2:25 left to go in round number 1 of 5.
Also, Shevchenko, every time Santos has slipped a little too low, has thrown that knee and gotten a little bit of contact with it. Not a full one, but damn.
Santos trying to find a way out of it, pressing on the right hip. But those shoulder strikes, reminiscent of Connor and Cowboy, those shoulders, those very muscular shoulders of Valentina Shevchenko. Punch to the ribs, and Santos gets taken down, and now a bulldog choke attempt, but Santos has the back! Santos has Shevchenko's back, and Shevchenko trying to get out of this, and Santos trying to pull an RNC! She's going for it! She can't get underneath the chin, but Shevchenko's hubris might have cost her! She's underneath the chin! Trying to pull the RNC! Shevchenko trying to fight out
got the hooks.
With 90 seconds left to go, Shevchenko fighting here, but Santos trying to pull the upset in Singapore! Trying to make something happen! With 1 minute 22 left to go, Santos in control, getting okie doking the champion, and now trying to get out of it is Shevchenko.
This is all the more impressive with the hooks in over the stomach.
Yep, she's got that
But she is
figure 4 around the race. Yeah, Shevchenko, like a fish on the hook, just trying to battle out of this here. The champion with 1 minute left to go.
You got a minute more. Oh my goodness. Still trying to get in the RNC right now is Santos, but Shevchenko just valiantly fighting
Punching
to keep her chin.
Santos in the head.
Beautiful.
Oh,
This is so suspenseful. Oh my god.
this is giving me anxiety.
It looks like Shevchenko is using not only the punches to really stop the RNC, but to potentially get in a turn.
Yeah, and she's just punching in the temple.
Yeah, and the nose. You can see Shevchenko is positioning to pop the hips.
Yeah.
She's got both her feet planted. And
She's trying to pop and pivot, but she's using those strikes, and Santos, again, with 18 seconds left to go in the round, trying to pull that RNC. Shevchenko kind of turtling, bridging her back. Great use of a leg bridge there by Shevchenko to just keep her hips up.
This is incredible.
Shevchenko, oh my god, a back forearm. Shevchenko might be bleeding.
Type of back fist.
And that'll be the end of round number 1. Talia Santos with some result, but Shevchenko, even when it looked like the worst for her, just
how the fuck, Matt?
I don't know, Brendan. I don't know.
think I've ever seen anyone that close to getting RNC'd fight it off so smartly and for that long. That was insane. Jesus.
Trigger D saying 10-9 Santos. I'd agree.
I don't know if I would.
I
would maybe give this to Shevchenko just because of the amount of the defense.
But
3 minutes to 2 minutes.
But
in terms of octagon control.
But this here's a big momentum shifter.
It's a big momentum shift, but you had her not only defend it well, but was on offense.
I will say this. Santos made it really hard for Shevchenko to get the rounds given to her by the judges.
Right.
That's the problem. Like, Valentina can win this round, but Santos making an argument with the last minute there.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, incredible resolve by Santos.
James Ortega naked and playing with himself with barbecue chicken wings. That's how you get sepsis, pal.
Yep.
You might want to clean yourself up. Start round number 2.
Oh, man. I mean, what a complicated round. But back on the feet with a spinning back.
Kick.
Yep. From Shevchenko. Leg kick attempt by Shevchenko. Swing and a miss. Unlike those 2 punches to the face from Shevchenko.
And now back into this again, pressed up against the fence. Both fighters trying to jockey for position. Santos looking to go for a takedown again. And just trying to make anything for the defending champion to keep the momentum going. 4:08 left to go in round number 2 of 5 for the UFC Flyweight Championship.
Just the sprawl game from Shevchenko is very impressive here.
Yeah. Back up against the fence for Shevchenko. Santos just trying to press and needed the back of the leg by Santos, just trying to get that leg open to try to slip for a takedown, just trying to get that base leg,
Fuck up the
that
hammies.
left, just kneeing the front and the back of the leg, alternating between the front and the back.
And it's right in that quad.
And Darth Kratos asking if Santos looks bigger than Valentina. In height, yes, not necessarily in size. Another takedown by Santos, but Shevchenko just throwing shots from the bottom here, just throwing right hands with impunity, and just landing some decimating shots on Talia Santos, and almost getting caught into a guillotine choke from the bottom. Santos on top here, but not controlling the pace of this fight. Shevchenko still letting the fight come to her, going off of counters, and just creating some opportunities for herself despite being on the bottom. 2:54 left to go now, trying to climb up the body of Santos is Shevchenko, grapevining the legs around the waist now of Santos.
She's really using her legs, Shevchenko, to posture up, create some distance, controlling the arms, and really go in for what it looks like either an armbar or a triangle. Leg slipped in. Are we about to see a go-go?
And we might be.
Oh.
And then again, Santos finding a way out of it, but grapevining the leg against the chest again, against the back part of me again, is Talia Santos.
Talia Santos has only looked safe in this position with her head buried down and not trying anything.
And that is not where you want to be.
No, she keeps getting struck from the ground. Shevchenko was doing a lot of work to appear that she is doing a lot of work in the eyes of the judges. I don't know how effective these short punches are, but they can't be fun.
No, not in the least bit. And elbows again from Shevchenko from the bottom. Shevchenko being comfortable, being confident, letting the fight come to her.
Well, I mean, how much of an endorsement is it to your ability to defend on the ground to have done the last round?
Yeah. Minute 40 left here in round number 2. Trying to climb up the body, 3:35 in ground control time. But Shevchenko trying to climb up the body, maybe get this back standing. Shout out to Jari Arispe.
Yep. That's the thing. All these
and
fights...
they will get this fight back standing because Santos was doing nothing while controlling on the ground.
That is a very good call by the ref.
Good call by the referee.
Things that we don't say often.
Minute 15 left to go. Minus 155 plus 115. Now the live betting. The odds have significantly changed. They've significantly dropped here with a minute left to go.
Yeah.
Stanley Franklin just DoorDashed KFC. Good call. Good call by you. Ooh, and Shevchenko with a hip toss and Santos landing on her bucket. Now going for a bulldog choke as the champion. Rolling on through. Looked like a magistral cradle. And now grapevining the leg. Santos on top again with 40 seconds left to go. Not sure what Shevchenko wanted to do, but she's trying to pull for a choke here.
Yeah, it does look like she's going for that guillotine right now.
And then punches to the ear, punches to the head. Shevchenko just trying to land anything here, continuing to pile on the strikes. I would love to see that.
These ear shots are really smart, Matt, because if you get behind the ear like that, you really fuck with their equilibrium, and you are bound to make a mistake.
Yep.
And you can't make a mistake with Shevchenko.
And 10 seconds left to go in the round, and then just
boxing.
She's hitting it with the dangada, the Vader shot, the Vader ear slaps. Just trying to make Talia Santos go deaf, boxing the ears of Talia Santos, and that is the end of round number 2.
This is another complicated round for me, Matt, as it really, to me, seemed like Shevchenko worked so well off her back that I would potentially give her the round, but she did spend quite a bit of time on that back. And MMA judges are the fucking worst, so if this goes to the judges... I don't fucking know. This is a way closer fight than I thought it was going to be, kids. Nuts.
Santos is really talented and showing on there that hip toss again, trying to go for a bulldog choke and does not go. But being able to rotate there, Santos is a hell of a fighter.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason she's in a title fight.
Just
But-
those ear boxes. That has to suck.
So bad. Like, I got a little punk rock ear. It's not fun. I don't want that for her.
I don't want that for anybody.
Yeah. I imagine all she is hearing tonight.
Oh, it's like having tinnitus is the worst. Round number 3.
Yeah,
Here we go. Right now,
I'd say you owe me a Coke, but you gave me Dr. Pepper, so
Yeah.
we'll call it even.
minus 175, plus 125 in the mouthpiece. A little bit of a mouthpiece problem. Someone's missing a mouth. Santos is missing her mouth guard.
Here you go. Have this lovely mouth guard that was just on the floor. No hesitation.
No, she didn't have it in her mouth to start the round.
Oh, I'm aware.
That's not smart.
I believe the ref picked it up off the ground, though.
And a right hand by Shevchenko. Kick to the body by Shevchenko. Both in the center of the octagon. Leg kick to the knee by Santos using that right leg. Leading with the left. Another leg kick that time to the knee by Santos.
Nice little thrust kick to the knee. That
Ooh.
John Jones-esque.
Teddy Atlas chiming in on the fights, which is interesting. Standing in the center of the octagon are both fighters. Ooh, and another leg kick by Santos, just able to avoid a left hand from Shevchenko. 4:07 left to go in the third round. Kick to the leg that time, right to the outside of the knee by Santos. Round 3 of 5 for the UFC Flyweight title. Spinning back kick lands this time for Shevchenko, right into the midsection.
Bold prediction, I think this is the round where the finish happens. I don't think this goes the distance.
Interesting prediction there.
I'm calling my shot.
You're calling it now.
Yeah.
3:39 left to go in the round. Kick to the thigh by Shevchenko. Different energy to this round. Shevchenko avoiding some shots by Santos. Does a bit of a spin move. Utilizes the B button. 3:26 left to go in the round. Shevchenko gets inside again, going for a takedown. Dangerous game. Gets the trip takedown. Santos scrambles out of it. Gets back standing. Great awareness by Talia Santos. 3:16. What left to go in the round?
Squaring off in the center of the octagon. Neither woman throwing right now.
And remember, we have one more title fight for you tonight. Jiri Prochazka going up against Glover Teixeira for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship.
That's another one I don't see going the distance.
That one's going to be an interesting main event. And we'll cover that for you. Kick to the leg that time landed by Santos. Kick to the body that time landed by Santos. We'll be back again in July, right before the Independence Day holiday with UFC 276. We'll be here for all the UFC pay-per-views all year long. So if you hate us, I'm sorry. We're still here.
Yeah. But come
Hi,
on
Mom.
back if you hate us. You
Indeed.
can just say some shit.
I said the same thing to my mom on my 21st birthday. 2:28 left to go. Slow dancing in the dark, pressing up against the fence now. Santos to Shevchenko.
It looked like Shevchenko was trying to go for another hip toss, but then just got pressed up against the fence.
Yeah, and knees to the thighs that time by Santos to Shevchenko. Punches to the side of the head by Shevchenko to Santos. Going back and forth here between both of these fighters. I'm Matt Ryan. That's Brendan Sokler.
Yeah, this is a really fucking close fight. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh, and another takedown, and Shevchenko giving up the back to Santos.
It looked like she landed on her head there.
Yeah, this is not good for the champion. Santos trying to close the show against Shevchenko, trying to steal the title from the most dominant fighter in the game. Are we witnessing a changing of the guard here? 2 of 2 on takedowns for the night for Santos. Santos rolling now. Both fighters pressed on their necks. Shevchenko in trouble. She's in the Luther Campbell, face down, ass up. Can she get out of this one? Santos trying to pull for the submission. Shevchenko trying to find a way out of it here with 1:11 left to go in the round. She's avoiding the submission here.
But the hooks, and she's up against the...
Shevchenko in trouble. Santos trying to get that left arm, that left elbow underneath the jaw. Trying to pull down Shevchenko, trying to pull her head. Santos trying to lock this one in here. She has the back. She has the hooks. She's just got to get the arm underneath the chin.
No soup
She's
for
just
you.
gotta lock it in. 43 seconds left to go in the round. Shevchenko trying to fight out of it, keeping her neck at awkward angles.
It is truly impressive ground defense that this is still.
And now just trying to change up the positioning is Santos. She almost has it, but Shevchenko finding a way out of it.
Oh, this is taking years off my life. Good God. Shevchenko still defending, still punching in the face from behind.
That's what's keeping her alive right now. Those shots to the head to Santos. And now again with 13 seconds, trying to pull it in. Cannot get the jaw. Can't get in underneath the jaw. Great defense by the champion.
It's fucking incredible, Matt. There's no other way to describe this.
And that'll be the end of round number 3, and we've got ourselves a barn burner. The fight we thought Jedrzejczyk and Zhang Weili was going to be is the fight that we're getting here. It's like those two fights flip-flopped.
Entirely. I mean, that round I gotta give to Santos. I right now have it 2-1, but I honestly...
Two rounds to one in whose favor?
I have it for Shevchenko.
Interesting.
But barely. Reason being... the
10-9, 10-9, 10-9.
Yes.
Okay.
In either direction. Because I don't think Santos's submission attempts were overly effective, but...
And here's a good question from Stephen Kelleher. How much gas is left in Santos's arms? This is the first time Santos is going to have to go into championship rounds. This is the first time she's going past the 3rd round, at least at this level.
Yeah.
This is going to be an interesting, whether or not she can hack that final 10 minutes. 15 minutes is way different than 25 minutes. So how do you make that happen?
All right, Matt. This is the round where the finish happens.
And look at Santos's right eye. She can barely keep that eye open. Her right eye, after some shots by Shevchenko...
Because she kept punching her behind her head, just in the fucking eyeball.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And a little more lethargic coming out of the gate here is Santos. Still that electric football energy, eating a left hand from the champion. Kick to the body from Shevchenko. She might have rope-a-doped, or at least, Valentina Shevchenko is built for 5 rounds. Santos is the first time she is in deep water. And that right eye of Santos's is worrisome.
Yeah, that's not something that you can keep going. Big shots by Shevchenko. I think that may have been low. Is that what we're stopping the fight for a minute for?
Try to figure it out. Oh, sweet God, that right eye is shut.
Yeah.
That right eye is shut.
Yeah. That's...
I think we're bringing the doctor in. If not, we're seeing, a punch to a slip to the back of the head. It wasn't really
inadvertent headbutt.
Inadvertent clashing of the noggins.
Yeah.
And you can see a welt on the head of Santos. That right eye is fucked. The top of her head looks like a unicorn.
And the inadvertent headbutt did her no favors.
Yeah, no. Head kick missed by Shevchenko. Not a lot of time left here. Kick to the body. Pardon me, the inside of the thigh by Shevchenko to Santos. 3:51 left to go. Double underhooks into a forearm to the fucking head by Shevchenko. 3:44 left to go in the round.
Misawa is smiling from up high.
Stanley Franklin talking about Arizona Bay. God bless Bill Hicks. 3:34. The man's got a framed photo on the wall. If you took a look at the old set, that photo is still here in the studio. 3:27 left to go. Both fighters standing in the center of the octagon. Looking to make something happen here. Shevchenko firefight! And both fighters connect!
Hot damn. I just don't see how you survive with one eye.
I don't know. I don't know. I kick to the body again, and that left hand, Santos just getting out of the way. But as we get deeper and deeper into this fight, I think Shevchenko's going to keep working to the right side, just going to try to get Santos to keep circling to the right.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be the key to this fight. Keep circling to the right. Kick to the knee. Just keeping this fight standing is Shevchenko. Probably listening to instructions from her corner. Santos.
Well, the
standing in
ground
center.
hasn't been great for her, Matt, other than the fact that she is intelligently defended on an insane level.
Yeah. Right hand landed by Shevchenko. Santos. Both fighters in the center of the octagon.
Santos looking like Popeye right now.
Yeah. 222. Kick to the body. Kick to the chest missing.
A nice little Superwoman punch feint.
Leg kick missed by Santos. Oh my God. Left, right combination with a body kick in there. Not being able to break through the defenses of Santos. Leg kick that time landed by Santos. 2 minutes exactly left to go in the round. Left hand missed by Shevchenko. Overhand right missed by Shevchenko.
I think it's on Shevchenko to continue to turn up the heat on this, Matt, because frankly, this fight is too close for me to call.
But you don't want to get into a situation where you overextend.
True.
Like you have in the other rounds and give yourself that opportunity. Great combination, right-left combination, uppercut and overhand by Shevchenko. Pardon me, that was more of a hook than an overhand, but landing it. 90 seconds left to go in the round. Again, leading with that right hand, trying to get inside with the left, trying to make Santos protect her left hand or her left side to leave that right side wide open. Minute 18 left to go in the round. Trying to interesting tendencies here from both fighters. Inside again, and with a minute 9 left to go, this fight has yet to go to the ground in this round.
I think no matter what the decision is, you got to run this thing back.
Knee to the body. Ooh, another right hand landed that time by Shevchenko. 56 seconds left to go. Leg kick missed by Santos. Well, with the way the flyweight division is, we might see Santos get another fight again.
Yeah.
It's kind of feast or famine when it comes to the top of this card here.
It's very true.
Kick to the body. 39 seconds left to go. Putting pressure now is Shevchenko. Knee to the body landed by Santos. Playing a little keep away. Here's the challenger. 30 seconds left to go. Right hand missed by Santos. Kick to the knee missed by Santos. 24 seconds left to go in the round. Now both fighters trying to figure the other one out. Left-right combination, and Santos with another takedown. 17 seconds left to go in the round, though. Going to have to make a lot or anything happen. Shevchenko landing shots.
Shevchenko looking to potentially get a Kimura there. 4 seconds left to go in the round.
And this one will be going to the 5th and final round.
Okay, so Matt.
Yes.
This next round is when the finish is happening.
Okay.
Even
We've seen Shevchenko finish in the 5th before.
It's happened. Might happen.
It could happen.
Yeah. Who's to say?
Could, should, maybe.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, that right eye. Sweet Jesus.
It's bowl and shoe ugly.
It looks like an entire, like a canapé just got stuck underneath the eye.
Or a cantaloupe.
Mm.
Man. This fight, I
Trigger
really
D
don't
has
know.
it 3-1 Shevchenko. I would be closer to that. I think that this fight has been close because of the fact that Santos has been able to get him to the ground, and I'm going off of the fact that judges may decide this fight.
Yep.
If you're looking at this empirically, Shevchenko's done everything she can
Yes.
to win this fight, and you got the doctor checking on her, checking on that eye, making sure she's ready to go.
This is also not a fight that you necessarily want to stop in the 5th round.
You don't want to, but you also...
it's your obligation
Yeah.
and job.
You don't want that person to never have to see... Yeah, you win the fight, but then you can't see that out of that right eye ever again, and then what happens?
You walk people
There's no
to the ring.
There's no insurance. There's no union. Like, this is all they got.
Yeah.
So...
She could join the pirate crew.
And we are in the 5th and final round. 10 seconds gone by. Shevchenko just trying to keep the pressure here. Right hand, then following it up with the left. Just trying to create an opportunity to where she can land that left hand. Minus 245 favorite, plus 180 is Santos right now. Great combination left by Shevchenko, sending Santos back with a left hand. 4:31 left to go. Kick to the inside of the thigh by Santos.
Oh, big body kick from Shevchenko.
Stevie Neal has this 3-1 Santos.
I wouldn't be mad with that.
Right now, it's a toss-up if this fight goes to the finish.
I would not want
Minus
this to go to the
115.
judges. Like, oh, Big shots from Shevchenko.
And now both fighters trying to take it to the ground. Shevchenko gets the takedown, trying to pull the bulldog choke, trying to lock it in here.
Big headlock attempts, but Santos spinning out of it and up against the cage on the ground.
And
4 minutes.
And trying to posture off the cage of Shevchenko. She finds a way out of it, but Santos takes the back again. Santos trying to take the back of Shevchenko, trying to pull that RNC for what feels like the 50th time, as the champion's been able to expertly defend it every time so far. So 3:35 left to go.
30, not 4 minutes. Good God.
And now just pinning, and Santos shoulders collapse. She is stacked on her neck as she tries to get Shevchenko into a submission. Both fighters back standing.
Shevchenko just slipping out of that.
3:15 left to go in the fight. This one could go to a split decision. It could be a straight unanimous decision for Shevchenko. But Talia Santos showing a ton of heart here.
Yeah.
Right hand landed by Shevchenko.
I mean, I would say closest threat to her losing her title that she's had.
Kick to the body. And it looks like the other announced team is giving Santos the lead here.
Well,
Shout out to Jordan Stafer.
we'll see who's right.
And another
Shevchenko-
takedown by Shevchenko. And a dangerous game here. We saw in that 4th round, keeping it standing up into the last few seconds worked for her really well.
Really well, and there's a big target over Santos's eye. But also, she can rain down punches and elbows from this position in 3/4 mount.
And the knee, almost landing a knee, but those punches again landed by Shevchenko. 3 of 5 on the takedown.
Can you
for
legally
Shevchenko.
land a knee to the head here?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I'm not. I believe no grounded knee attacks.
Yeah. Huh. Valentina pressing her shoulder into the neck.
Joy saying Cormier is giving all the rounds to Santos because of her takedown and submission attempts. That's I would give that a fair reason, and you can give it to Shevchenko because of her defense. It's gonna come down to the judges. It's gonna come.
It's a toss-up.
Yeah, 97 seconds, and we're saying that because there's so many. A shoulder strike again by Shevchenko. There's so many ways the judges can see this fight and interpret this fight. That because MMA is still a 30-year-old sport, we have judges from all across the world in this.
Yep.
Nate Lucier saying we don't know how to score. Not saying we do.
Well, we're also saying the judges might not either.
Yeah, 1:10 left to go. We're going off of the fact that we've seen a lot of fuckery and falderall
Yeah.
from the judges here. 1:04 left to go. Is Shevchenko probably going to win? Yes. Can we see some weird shit happening with judges? Have we? This is MMA. That shit
Yep,
happens all the
that's
time.
sure,
Both
all the
fighters
time.
are grounded with 53 seconds left to go.
This is something where Shevchenko is cutting off a lot of the air and ability for Santos to make any sort of advancement with this shoulder right underneath the chin. It is also a thing that Santos could not do the entire fight, was get the fucking arm under the chin.
35 seconds left to go. Now trying to, she's just trying to get underneath the chin with that right arm. Santos trying to land some elbows. Santos looking gassed, but still continuing the fight with 23 seconds now, 22 seconds left to go. In the 5th and final round, we will go to the scorecards in 15 seconds here, and it will be interesting to see what the judging is going to look like here. Shevchenko winning this round fairly easily. And,
That looks like an inadvertent knee to the head.
yeah, that might have been, that's not great, but we will go to the scorecards. Here in Singapore Indoor Stadium, and Talia Santos looking defeated, had an excellent effort, but more than likely Valentina Shevchenko walking out of here with the strap.
I think so. I mean, in particular, I think that last round solidified it. We talk regularly about the ending images of a round, and you had Valentina on top, really going for that choke, really applying a lot of pressure. I could see this being a split decision. I could see this going any fucking direction.
Yeah,
This was insane.
that's why we were like all a bit like the judges and the
Yeah, it's also MMA. where the math makes no fucking sense ever. And while we follow this religiously, you can still be wrong, and surprises happen. It's why it's great, baby.
Yeah. The mixed martial arts is a motherfucker.
Yep.
Vega's predicting one judge won't agree with the others. That's a weird prediction.
Yeah.
Joseph Miller, never leave it in the judges' hands. That's basically what we're saying.
Yeah.
Because the judges are the goddamn wild card.
Yeah.
They're the cocaine-fueled wildebeest that's in the backseat of your car. You don't know how they got there, but you know you don't want to end up having the wildebeest decide what the fuck's going on.
It is,
and that is why that metaphor is why I am the best announcer in mixed martial arts.
There we go. Also, the most voted for best announcer in mixed martial arts by wildebeest riddled with cocaine. They're all in your pocket, baby.
Of course, that happened. We're going to get the official decision in a second, but since I don't have a lot of room to operate, the remote controller has gone fakakta.
Bear with us, ladies and germs. Here we go. Decision coming up.
And we're trying to get to we'll get the judging for you in just a second. Was Valentina off tonight or was Santos that good? Santos brought the fire.
I think Santos
she
was
brought the
that
fight.
Good.
She was damn good. And let's take a look at the official decision.
What we got?
And Valentina Shevchenko will win by split decision and remain the UFC champion in one hell of a fight. Remains the champion by split decision, getting a hug and a kiss from her sister Antonina. The UFC Flyweight champion of the world gets her 9th win.
Do you run it back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I run it back because, you know what? I don't want to run it back directly. I want Santos to get a few more fights under her belt. I want her to get more experience. Yeah. I want her to have some fight night main events where she can go in 5 rounds against comparable competition and build it up. But a split decision win for Valentina Shevchenko. And shout out to Trigger D, who gave a shout out to Khabib, who congratulated for retiring as the undisputed lineal WWF Brawl for All champion. That is actually correct.
How?
I have to work out the math, but it's not incorrect. Shout out to Zero Kairu. Thanks for the commentary. Thank you for joining us. How much martial arts have either of you actually taken? Well, I have played a fair amount of Double Dragon in my day.
And I watched it.
I am what you call a play-by-play announcer. I say what happens on the screen for you people. I am not an analyst. Brendan is more of an analyst, but he's also here because he's funny and cute.
Yeah.
And we have Steph on the other side of the glass to keep us in line.
Yeah. It's the Clown Authority.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, you know all those baseball commentators that are all baseball players?
Oh, yeah, Vince Scully could throw a motherfucker of a curveball.
Yeah.
Bob Murphy could drink like a son of a bitch, also knew how to throw a slurve.
A slurf?
Nate Lucier, we would give you the judges' scorecards, but as I said,
Our feed went out.
our
for
feed went out when the
minutes.
fucking judging came in.
It was good timing.
Yeah,
Truly.
great timing.
But yeah, that's fine.
Shout out to Joseph Miller, and if you like what we're doing, give us some of that
Straight cash, homie.
and donate to the super chat and give us some.
Straight cash, homie.
9th straight win for Valentina Shevchenko, tying Amanda Nunes with 9. Shout out to Lane and Brandy. We turned you around.
Thanks.
And Talia Santos with what looks like
That eye looks.
2 very differentiating pork buns under and above her nose. Good God.
Yeah. Yeah. Accurate. She shouldn't drive home.
No.
Damn. I mean,
I'm going to get more coffee.
Get more coffee. Hell of a fight here, kids, and honestly, way more even than I anticipated. But again, a testament to the utterly filthy ground defense that Shevchenko had, and ground offense. The fact that she kept that active, and I believe, Matt, the eye looks that way because of her working from her back. Shevchenko working from her back and punching just behind her head.
Her neck, her back, her neck, and her back.
Yes. It was pretty fucking impressive. But I do think right now you're right. Santos could use a few more 5-rounders. And also, this is as close as I've seen to Valentina losing her strap. I would be curious to see what happens with a Santos who can learn from this fight.
So we've got the official scorecards thanks to Balkang Tiobo. 48-47 for Santos. 48-47 and 49-46.
I'd say 48-47 is probably the right judging.
Yeah.
But
Also, I'd fist fight somebody for a good pork bun right now.
good pork buns are great.
If you know someone who makes great pork buns, we will establish a P.O. box for you to send them to us.
Just get a rotting.
Well, no,
bag.
you freeze them, you put some dry ice in them,
Yeah.
and then you ship them. And thanks, everybody, for joining us across the combat culture universe. We were at a couple of thousand, and everybody joining us. So if you like this, we've got one more fight here tonight.
Yep.
And it is for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship, which has been passed around like a joint at a dead show. It'll be Glover Teixeira going up against Jiri Prochazka.
Good.
And shout out to Zbigniew Witek from the Czech Republic, rooting for Jiri Prochazka. What time is it now in the Czech Republic? Also, shout out Jaromir Jagr.
Yeah.
That man's mullet, and there's Robert Whittaker, former UFC middleweight champion, will fight Marvin Vettori. Was supposed to fight on this card, but it will be fighting on September 3rd. And there is Jan Blachowicz, the former UFC light heavyweight champion, who got done and dusted by Glover Teixeira in his last fight. And there's Glover Teixeira.
I believe, to answer your previous question.
6:20 in the morning.
Oh, I was going to say halushki time. That's a potato, bacon, mac and cheese that they have there. It's fucking dope.
Ooh. And I just love Jiri Prochazka's hair.
You know, it's a thing of beauty.
It looks like he's wearing a motorboard.
It's a pom-pom, effectively. It's kind of
Yeah.
to be eloquent about it.
Shout out to Sierra for all the fine fellas. Her name is Sierra for all the fine fellas.
I think you missed on that one.
I did? Why?
Sierra missed on that one. Yeah! I deserved every bit of that.
Yep, but if you want to give some.
Straight cash, homie.
One more. You want some
Straight cash, homie.
in our pockets? Donate to the super chat and give us some cash. If you donate $20, I'll sing a song. You donate 40, Brendan will rap. You donate 100, I will sing "It's Every Day, Bro" by Team 10.
Yeah.
Stanley Franklin, Coffee and Bloodsport over there.
Name of your biography?
Name of the book I'll never write.
We are sexy
a-
and illiterate here.
So there's a parlay. Plus 300 for Procházka winning in the second round. Either fighter winning in the second round. Procházka over 50 significant strikes and most takedowns, tied between Teixeira and Procházka. Plus 160 for that one. Plus 105 for the significant strikes. Plus 300 for the winning parlay. Betting 100 gives you $2,000.
Is there a prediction you got here, Maddie?
I think we get a new champion. And Lane and Brandy, if you're watching us on the MMA Mania one, head on over to Combat Culture stream on YouTube. Combat Culture on YouTube, and that is where you can donate something to the super chat. Trigger D calling us the gruesome twosome. I don't like that. I'm not a fan of that.
No, I'm good with that. That has strong hockey vibes.
It's fair.
Yeah, I'm here for that.
We would play for a WHA team that would have been like pulled out of existence. Like we played for the Indiana Racers or something.
Listen, 6-16, that is what I did. But now, after watching Shorzy, I'm very tempted to join a beer league of some kind.
Don't play hockey.
I'm gonna do it.
Because then I'm going to want to play hockey, and I'm uncoordinated. And
Yeah. Do you know
I'd
what
end up checking somebody in a no-checking league, and I'd get kicked out.
You know what the best thing is? watching uncoordinated people play hockey.
Yeah, I like watching them. I don't want to be that guy.
No. It's just all 4-year-olds when they're starting. It's adorable. They just
Yeah,
fall over.
I don't
It's
want to look
great.
like a newborn baby fawn on the ice there. I
That's fair.
have some self-respect.
I will say to everyone in the chat, if you don't have kids of your own, don't go to the 4-year-olds hockey games.
No.
That's just weird. But if you do have a 4-year-old, hockey, great sport.
Nate Lucier, have you guys ever seen the movie Beer League with Artie Lang in it? Yes.
I have... Wait. Yes.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
got Ralph Macchio in it.
He's doing the work these days.
And Artie before his nose decided to turn into a condominium. Farewell Jupiter, Glover sucks. He got lucky. Yuri round 1.
Ooh, spicy.
Edgy 1876 or 1875. Sorry, my eyes are going on me. You guys are good to listen to. Good job,
Thanks, man.
Peeps. Thank you.
Yeah. Triggedy nicknaming me Hat Trick. I'm loving all the nicknames, Triggedy. Keep them coming, babe.
And if you have ideas of what we look like, what we do for a living, just let us know in the chat. We've had some funny ones here tonight, and we've got Stanley Franklin throwing a little
Straight cash, homie.
into the chat.
Straight cash, homie.
Thank you for donating
Thanks,
$10 to the cause.
Oh man. I think I have Glover in this one.
Interesting.
But I don't think it's gonna be via submission anymore. I had initially thought that and then thought better.
So you think that Glover Teixeira is going to beat
knock
Jiri
him out.
Procházka?
I think he might.
You think he's going to knock out Jiri Procházka?
That is my prediction.
You think he's going to knock him out?
Haven't we seen weirder shit tonight?
That is fair. Procházka's been knocked out twice. Glover's knocked out 18 human beings, but Procházka's knocked out 25. 25 of his 28 wins have been by knockout.
Yeah. All right. Let's talk about submissions for each of them. How we looking?
Submitted twice. Procházka's been submitted once. He's gotten 2 submissions. Glover's submitted 10. He's never been submitted. I don't think submission's going to be the key to this fight.
Yeah. Therefore, ipso facto, it is a knockout, and I go with old man strength.
Interesting.
Give it to me. But I also could be wrong. My heart's being loud. My head's being very quiet today.
Vega Medina in the chat. Brendan, carrot diaper Sokler.
Carrot diaper?
I don't know.
Is this implying that my hair down there
I guess.
look orange?
Has Matt Ryan. That's a good one. That's a good... I've never thought of that one before.
Damn. Okay.
Hazmat.
Yeah.
Has
Yes.
Matt.
Yeah, because
Like
you're
this.
toxic.
Yeah. Best friend, everybody. My best friend. Best friend on the planet. We have a
Yeah.
dog together.
Yeah. It's good stuff, kids.
Fuck you.
This is gonna be great, man.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun as shit. Nate Lucier disagree, but Glover tries for the takedown and for the sub. That I get. Heat Rider, what is y'all drinks of choice? Traditionally,
I am a overproof bourbon man.
samesies. But with a Dr. Pepper cream soda, if they give me money. Brendan the Barrage Sokler. That's a good one. I like that one. But Jiri Procházka making his walk to the ring.
The most
Is
terrifying
he coming
top
out?
knot.
But is he coming out to that Hare Krishna John?
The boppery that you'll hear all over Union Square.
Motherfucker's handing out pamphlets on his way to the octagon.
Okay. I accept all of these.
Darth Kratos, Matt. I work at the DMV. Brendan is a 911 dispatcher.
Spiderweb marketing, Joanna retired, I'm crying. I nearly got on that one.
I'm dead inside, so I don't cry on the air. Brendan, happy ending Sokler. Matt flying, Matt Ryan. You ain't getting my fat ass on a plane.
I would just appreciate happy ending.
Yeah.
Go with Brendan.
Yeah. Brendan, happy ending Sokler. I have the cadence. I have his cadence.
No, that was really solid, man.
Thank you.
The
15 years in broadcasting. This is the peak of my career.
Really?
I repeat, this, drinking purple coffee at midnight in a basement.
Yeah. Right outside the arena in Singapore.
You can't. Can strongly imply it, however. Ooh. But yeah.
Snoop Dogg makes one fuck of a coffee. 12-fight winning streak, 10-fight knockout streak for Jiri Prochazka. Finished 27 of 28 fights, 25 knockouts. 1 of 4 spinning back elbow knockouts in UFC history.
Him, John Jones, others?
And if you want to give us some,
Straight cash, homie.
or want to avoid hearing, donate to the super chat. I really love the fact that I have a soundboard now.
I can tell, man.
I'm living my early morning radio dreams.
Oh, God.
It's going to evolve to me getting an instant replay machine that's not going to be good for anybody.
Yuri is...
Don't
Just-
sing karaoke in your basement drunk.
No.
That might just be what happens next.
Look, I'm just not going to
So
go.
sad.
I'm not going to go photographing in Times Square after midnight.
Yes,
Just,
let's not do that.
I'm
Don't
out.
take anybody to their prom.
Nope.
Oh, God.
I didn't take anybody to my prom. I wore a gold suit.
I went to 3. It's fine. I stole yours.
Fucking pretty motherfucker. I'm replacing you with the puppet.
That's fair. That's fair. Yuri with a spinning back elbow KO, says Mary Sass. I will violently shit my pants if Yuri does that.
Stun gun. The move or the actual stun gun?
I'm good with either as the finish here. Just Glover lifting him up. Fucking dropping
Hitting him with the fuckers. If he
I
hits the
love
mother-
that move.
Oh, I did too. I thought it was hot as shit. And the long walk past the men's bathroom for Glover Teixeira. There is such a lack of pomp and circumstance for these walkouts.
Truly.
Heat Rider, Yuri by way of D's. We are in our 30s.
Mm-hmm.
That made me giggle.
Yeah. We're adults here.
I pay taxes.
Triggity, I'm gonna make you read that. Do it. What do you say? Yeah, do it.
Brendan Prom Master Sokler. Do you really want to be remembered for going to multiple proms? Do you want to
that
be known as a guy
does-
who peaked in high school?
I mean, we have said that we're gonna have a couple of weird peaks, even more peaks. It was a peak at the time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But Glover, my heart
Solid-
really wants.
Solid Fedor bod on him.
Yeah, like incredible dad energy. Like, I want him to drop me off at school.
Yeah. Me, Dwight, D's duo of drunkards. We're both stone cold sober. We're both very tired, but we're both
We're
sober.
sober to a rude degree today.
Brendan 500 feet away, Sokler. Fuck, that's a good one.
That's funny.
Caleb Schneider, my UFC app won't work to tell me to help me ever find live help. What the fuck happened? A lot has happened.
Glover Barbacoa Teixeira.
Combat Sports Entertainment Procházka by vicious knockout. It's a good answer.
Yeah. I mean, this is going to end violently.
Yep. Or in an all dance number.
I
You know
can't
what I'm
see
mad
that.
at? I'm mad that DraftKings never sets anything as a line to where they just kiss and walk away. Hold
Yeah.
hands and leave. Matt,
It is the month.
Matt Dick Kick Ryan, that's a good one. Matt Cabbage Patch Ryan. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. Procházka 29, Glover Teixeira 42. Teixeira a 1 inch lower, 6'3" to 6'2" for Procházka. The reach advantage though, 80 to 76.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm sticking with my bet.
feel less confident about it by the second.
Yeah.
I mean, a 10 knockout streak, Matt?
Not good.
Not good.
Not good. Not good for you.
Bruce Buffer looks like he is experiencing some type of religion right now.
Yeah.
The man is very happy to be there. And we're happy you're there,
The
Bruce.
judges are Mike Ben. Come on, guys.
That 3 seconds with the graphic.
Mike Bell and 2 others. That's what the closed captioning said.
Hey!
And a shout out to Rick Jana.
Straight cash, homie.
One more time for you.
Straight cash, homie.
Donating $2 to the cause. Trigger D Meerkat, Matt Ryan.
In what world do you get the Nathan Lane energy over my ass?
I don't know.
It's fine.
I
I played Timon in high school. Damn it.
Is that something to be proud of?
According to Steph's face, no.
I looked at Steph and she just like, why would you say that out loud?
You ever fart in your hand and then bring it up to someone's nose?
Yeah, that's
the face I got from Steph.
I don't have a good poker face when it comes to interpersonal.
It was like you pulled out your dick at someone's christening.
Yeah.
That's exactly what that
At
was.
least it's not a friend.
Ugh.
Straight cash, homie.
Never get your calamari from Memorial, kids. All right, let's keep this going.
Baruch atoy alanayu indeed.
Yeah.
All right.
And speaking of just the tip, thank you very much for all your super chat donations. It has been quite welcomed.
You want me to change the sound to that now, don't you?
No, I'm
Okay.
content.
Okay. Charlene Cernagle, Brendan got some sun. I remarked that to you earlier.
I don't know when the fuck this happened, though.
Have you been sleep tanning?
I like that as a concept. You just wake up one day and like, what the fuck just happened here? It's all your nice words. You make me blush.
Matt Ryan, that's Brendan Sokler. Glover Teixeira being introduced. Lane and Brandy, which just sounds like a wine cooler line.
Yeah, no, I would definitely order a Lane and Brandy.
Scott Gordon, you're wrong, but
Straight cash, homie.
thank you for the $2 donation. Is Brendan wasted yet? No, he is not drinking.
I am
stone
sober as
sober.
a judge, but not an MMA judge.
Yes.
Yeah.
Glover needs to slow this down and reduce the chaos and get the takedown or pressure, although his striking isn't awful. You're right, but good Lord almighty, is Procházka scary as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, both of these men are fucking terrifying.
Nate Lucier, AEW or WWE, as someone who's worked on both things, I just hope they all have fun.
Yeah, I think that's the sentiment. I have been loving what AEW has been up to recently. Mm-hmm. And I think WWE has had some fun things.
You know, culture.
Running for office with that political answer.
Absolutely.
You know, we all just hope to be good culture fits wherever we land.
Yeah, that's... I hope to have jobs. Let's not fuck myself out of jobs.
Let's hope the vibes aren't shit. Round 1 brought to you by my ever-ending quest for employment. Procházka controlling the center of the octagon, keeping his hands
Yes, Nate.
moderately low. It's just Lane Brandy is a hater. Well, thank you, Lane. Yeah, Charlene Cernagle. Catalyst Wrestling. That's the wrestling you should be watching.
Yeah.
Catalyst motherfucking Wrestling.
Do it.
Saturdays at 11 a.m. on Gas, every Thursday on YouTube.
We also have a pay-per-view on Amazon if you want to
Yes, you
spend
can,
some money on us.
Yes, buy that. Buy Ewing. Ewing on the Amazon
On
for
the
$10.
Amazons. Yeah.
Body Kick by Glover Teixeira, not Gilbert Teixeira. Tired. 4:13 left to go. That's what happens when I promo. A right to the body and then an overhand right by the champion. That overhand right does not land, but a straight left landed by the challenger. Quick left jab. That Conor McGregor kind of stance from Procházka.
Yeah, I mean, he has such range with those legs. And Glover grabbing one of them.
Single leg. Yep, single leg takedown, and Glover gets him, wraps the body, and Procházka in trouble.
Oh, man. Glover raining down some punches right now.
Teixeira stacking on top now, trying to posture up, but keeping him in place is Procházka wrapping the legs. Had to adjust his grip around the hips of the defending 205-pound champion of the world.
Glover looking really good in this top position right now. Raining down punches, got a forearm across the nose on that one. That looked ugly. Another elbow from Glover Teixeira.
Oh, another left hand from hell by the defending champion. 3:07 left to go in round number 1.
These look ugly.
Procházka trying to get back up. Teixeira trying to pull the submission. Trying to take the back here. Trying to lock it in here. Trying to end this fight with 2:52 left to go. And the back knot of Procházka not working for him here. Trying to hold that right arm. And now trying to get out of this is Procházka. Now, Grundle watching.
We're in north-south. Now going to side control is Glover Teixeira, possibly looking for a Kimura. Jiri spinning out using the cage with his feet. And we're back in tombstone territory.
Yep, we are back in the husband and wife position. Call that one the 5th anniversary position. 2:16 left to go in round number 1. Procházka looking like an elongated Ari Shafir, trying to make something happen here against Glover Teixeira.
Teixeira looking incredibly impressive.
Procházka getting out of it, though, back standing and peels away from the champion. 2:01 left to go in the round. Switching up his stance a couple of times as Procházka tries to go in for that leaping knee, but tags Teixeira with a right hand. Now trying to go for that single leg again. Teixeira did not grab it. Pulling away with Procházka. Procházka gets inside, lands a body kick. Procházka avoiding an overhand right and left. Left hand again, missing with that right hand. Clubbing blow from the champion. Procházka wants a little bit more. Both men standing in the center of the octagon with 95 seconds left to go in round number 1. Going for the takedown again as the champion does a barrel roll and gives up the back to Procházka, but now he's on his back and Teixeira landing shots, but now trying to twist out of it is Procházka eats a right hand. Landing with impunity as the champion trying to take the back at the same time. He's at the Golden Corral trying to get the shrimp and the fish and trying to make something happen with a minute 14 left to go. Procházka in trouble.
And he's got his shoulder right underneath the chin of Procházka while in mount. I think he just tapped.
No, fight,
it was like he went like this on the top of the head. Which
he might have just patted him on the head a minute
But
left.
you don't do that in a sport where you can tap out.
Well, no, just fucking elbow shots from hell by the defending champion. Procházka gives up the back, and Procházka trying to carry Gilbert. Locked in here, reverse baby Bjorn, and in trouble is Procházka. Procházka has to slip out of this. Procházka's been knocked out before. King Mo dropped his shit a couple of years ago, but he has not ever been submitted. Procházka trying to slip out here. He's got his head through, and now gets away from the champion, and the champion's on his back.
Incredible defense. Nicely done. Procházka on his feet. Glover on his back, trying to bait him in, and does. Procházka raining down shots.
Throwing some shots here. 46-2 like a Tool song by Procházka, and that'll be the end of round number 1. Glover winning that one 10-9, but Procházka making it close towards the end, and both men showing a sign of respect as they figure out what actual corner they're supposed to go.
A little do-si-do action happening there.
Cha-cha, real smooth.
Yeah, I mean, incredible showing from both men. Like, what more to be said there? Good God.
Glover, not Gilbert. Yes, I got that wrong. It's been a long day.
We're tired.
I've had a lot of purple coffee.
And we're both stupidly sober.
Yes.
I hate it. Matt with impunity, Ryan.
That's the right one.
That's his birth name, yes.
Yes. It's my middle name.
Yeah.
But you see Teixeira breathing a little heavy here. Procházka also a little tired.
Yeah, I mean, this was an energy-expending round, but the story of this round was the single legs.
Gilbert Teixeira, best third baseman ever.
I like it that it's Gilbert.
Gilbert, yes.
Yes. This is what I'd name one of the minions.
Round number 2. Thought they were all named like Ted or something. I don't fucking know.
Probably. Fuck about now. Beginning of round 2, both men just feeling each other out.
And a timeout. Who fucked up? Eye poke.
Was it Glover or his fucking braid?
Yes.
You have time, dude. You're still winking. I don't get that.
He don't give a fuck.
Also true.
Gets in the way of the violence. Left hand landed by Procházka, 427. Left to go in round number 2 of 5 for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship. I'm Matt Ryan, joined alongside Brendan Sokler. Milbert Ryan. Joined alongside Brendan Procházka.
There we go. Here for it.
Both men standing in the center of the octagon.
Big front kick to the chin attempt by Procházka.
Ooh, missing that right hand was Teixeira. Knee to the body. Missing with the right hand, then the left. Procházka just trying to play keep away here, tire the 42-year-old champion.
Which
in his first defense. That's the big one here.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily see that overly happening. Glover has a really good gas tank, and you're running around doing all this capoeira shit.
And it's a 5-round fight too. That's gonna be the big problem.
Yeah.
Right hand to the jaw. Procházka gets him with another left hand jumping knee, but he leaves that leg open, but peels away from the champion. And you're looking to see a little swelling come up, and Procházka landing shots. He's Glover trying to take the single leg again. I fucking hate myself. Right hands from Procházka. Trying to peel into that. Gilbert just is so easy to say.
Yeah. Good
Burns,
Godfrey,
Melendez. Left hand by Procházka. Right uppercut block. Left. Just trying to find anything there. Left, right. But it's like overhand left and then the uppercut. That was the pattern that Procházka was going with, straight right and then out.
Procházka looks comfy right now.
Yeah, he looks ready to tried to feign that knee. Did not land it. Left-right combination by Glover. God fucking damn you. Knee to the head.
Every time
knee
he
to the
says
head.
Gilbert.
Spinning back elbow by Procházka. Left hand landed onto the face of Glover Teixeira.
Procházka literally just had his hands down at his side for most of that exchange.
8 of 19, 42% landed by Glover Teixeira and a little bit higher by Procházka.
Yeah, the accuracy stats definitely went up in this round for Procházka.
Teixeira looking tired.
Yeah, listen, you get punched in the face that much, it will make you sleepy.
Shout out to Mimo Lore from Ecuador.
Just finding his mark over...
Procházka down! Back taken by Glover! Glover trying to lock in the RNC! And now Procházka in trouble, eating left hands from the champion. In trouble now, Procházka. Minute 25 left to go in the round.
This fight is bomb. Glover attempting to go for the RNC still, but up against the cage, and Procházka able to angle himself in such a position that it's very difficult for Glover to get it.
Fuck you.
Now in front.
Right hand by Glover Teixeira, trying to get underneath the chin, go for a submission, and now on top, inside control is Teixeira, but interlocking his arms around the neck of the champion is the challenger.
But still on his back, and not really making the offense that Shevchenko was making from his back.
And with 45 seconds to champion, Glover Teixeira in control. I'm just going to keep saying it because I know I have it right now.
You're getting in a groove there, kiddo. It's like the 10 knockouts.
And this is what I get for saying I was the best announcer in combat sports. This is what I get. This is what I deserve.
Hubris.
God continues to smite me. Every time I think I'm doing good with my life.
Good.
Comes back and kicks me in the dick.
Good. Oh, man.
Thanks, buddy.
Nah.
20 seconds and Procházka pressing up against the fence. And now getting into top position, posturing up, full mount. Teixeira with 10 seconds might try to close the show here with elbows
Big
from
elbows.
hell. Sweet God Almighty! Some shots here from the champion,
And the jam is a-flowing.
Oh, the raspberry jam has come out. Someone broke the Smucker's jar, and it's Teixeira who's bleeding from the nose.
No, that's his
Procházka's
blood
bleeding
on Glover's nose.
Oh no.
You got your blood
no.
in my nose. You got your nose in my blood.
Oh, sweetie, no.
Oh.
But it's above the eye.
It is above the eye, which is one of the worst places to have that, as it goes in your eye and then makes you not see.
Yep, not great. Not what you want.
If possible, avoid getting hit with Glover Teixeira's elbows.
Yes.
Just everyone.
Young Ed, Matt, learn the fighters' names. I know the fighters' names, dickhead. I just slipped up.
Yeah, young Milbert. Fuck you.
Glover, Gilbert, sometimes when you're saying things in the heat of the moment and you don't have big giant signs in front of you that say the fighters' full names, you fuck up.
Yeah. It's a hard job. You guys try it sometime.
You do 4 hours of live broadcasting standing on your head.
I feel like his fucking top knot is glued to the blood.
Yeah. Well, that's one way to gel your hair.
And Dad Glover is
And the
red.
the doctor checking on it. He says it's fine.
I'm good, man. It's chill. It's ugly. That is...
Yeah, that ain't good.
That is
a
a long and deep cut over the eyebrow, and that is a target.
yeah. That is
Baby!
that is another eyelid. A sign of respect from both fighters.
Nope.
Portuguese pronunciation messing up with. No, I just got stupid for a second and said the wrong name.
Yeah, Nate saying if you shaved your head and...
I'd look like Bam Bam Bigelow. Yes.
Do you know why he had those flame tattoos?
I forget.
And the bodysuit?
No.
He saved someone from a
No, that
fire.
was after the fact. And Glover Teixeira trying to go for another takedown, and now back standing, and he'll turtle up, and Procházka will let him up.
I love the fuck it of him
Yep,
walking
nope,
away.
I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, man. All right.
Glover Burns. I think that's what fucked me up. I thought I had Gilbert Burns in my
Yeah.
head for a second, and I was like, no, that's not who's fighting. What is wrong with me? Jumping knee completely telegraphed by Procházka. Might as well call that motherfucker Western Union.
An attempted leg sweep by Procházka.
Oh, two quick lefts. Little left jabs to the jaw of
Spamming
Teixeira.
the jab, baby.
Using the X button in UFC 4, but making it work for him. Both fighters in a leg kick there by Procházka. We are in round number 3.
Matt, I haven't been able to see the left side of Procházka's face, but I think the cut may have opened up a little bit.
It might. I know it's not. Ooh, yeah. There's a little bit of jam there.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of jam.
We're not Crimson Mass territory yet.
And
but-
it is 12:51 a.m. and it is a first link of the night. Oh, and 2 uppercuts and a hook.
Procházka
by
has a
Procházka.
cut over his right eye that has been attended to and is being dealt with his top knot.
Nate asking, who do we think will walk out of this one? It's looking really good for the champion right here, but the challenger. Oh, a challenger landing a knee, but the leg gets caught.
And again, the single leg.
Careful, Icarus, with those gossamer wings getting caught up and brought right back down to earth. Is Jiri Prochazka by Glover Teixeira.
He should have tried feathers.
Oliver E. bet $500 against Teixeira. That's a choice.
That was bold.
That is a solid amount of money, sir. That is some balls.
It doesn't jingle.
Some
jingle.
no.
It folds.
Balls.
I still haven't heard that song. I've just seen the memes.
Well, you know who did it, right? It was Louis Theroux.
Oh.
Yeah, I had to figure that one. The documentarian.
Oh. Who?
Fuck you. 2:27 left to go. He was the one who did that documentary about the power plant. All this. Oh, Jesus. Procházka eating some shots from Teixeira.
These shots are terrifying from both men. Big body shot. Oh, man.
And Teixeira going into airplane mode, just trying to go for survival, wraps him around.
He got hit. It looked like the wind got knocked out of him, and he immediately took the back.
Oh, yeah, that's clinch. That's like clinch. Oh, and Teixeira! Teixeira's got some of the raspberry jam. Not sure if it's his or Procházka's, but both men covered in the proverbial crimson mask need a body. And that one caught Teixeira. Teixeira's in trouble. Procházka lighting him up, trying to be like the lightning, breaking the hearts of good people everywhere.
But intelligently
Ruining my
defending.
life.
Intelligently defending is Glover Teixeira, wrapping his leg around the leg so that he cannot advance further. But big shot from Jiri. Good God.
Jiri Procházka. Thank you for the correct pronunciation, persons whose name is in Cyrillic, so I cannot say it, but thank you so much, Jiri Procházka.
Good to know.
47 significant strikes landed by Procházka, 4 landed by Teixeira.
In this round?
Oh, and yep, that is a lot of blood. That is his blood. That is Teixeira's blood. Teixeira is bleeding underneath the eye, and Procházka,
Better than over, but
yeah, still ain't good.
yeah.
It is leaking.
Oh, reverse sleeper with the arm.
And he rolls it over, and he tried to capture the body. He can't. 47 seconds left to go.
And we got Glover on top now in mount. Big punch to the head by Glover Teixeira.
Teixeira now in top position, trying to posture up in a full mount.
This fight rolls. Big elbows.
It's blood pinata seas. Oh, God.
Oh.
Left hand to Procházka's face, and that gave me a concussion.
That's a little gross.
There's just blood. Oh, God, an elbow to the jaw, motherfucker.
You have right now Glover in top position, raining down elbows and fucking up the cut.
Pinche way. 3, 2, and trying to go for the grapevine was Procházka, but that was the best round for Jiri Prochazka all night. I give him that round clean.
I give him the round, but to me it was close.
It was close, but it's a 10-9 round, but I'd give it to Procházka, decimating him. Teixeira's 4th time entering the 4th round in his career. This is the first time Procházka's entered the 4th round in his career.
This shall be interesting. I mean, I think the story of the fight at this point, Matt, has to be whose cut's gonna fuck up.
Yeah, is this gonna be in the hands of the doctors? That's gonna be the question heading into these championship rounds. Are the doctors gonna step in and ruin everybody's good time?
Yeah, because that's what doctors do.
Because in the first fight, in the last title fight, I was seriously concerned. I was trying to mash the words together. Yeah. Seriously concerned for Talia Santos' eye.
Yeah.
Because it was absurdly swelling. But, there's a cut on the nose, too, for Teixeira. So I think it's a nose cut and possibly something underneath the eye. Let's see here where that cut. Oh, God, that knee to the jaw. That set things up in that last round.
I honestly thought that was a knee to the body. They were so close into each other that I thought it just took Glover's wind and he went down.
And we are in the 4th round. The UFC is sponsored by Manscaped. This one is sponsored by me really wanting some halal food. 10 seconds gone by here in round number 4. I'm Matt Ryan. That's joined by Brendan Sokler. Standing in the center of the octagon is Teixeira. Circling is the challenger, Procházka. Procházka in red board shorts. Teixeira in the black clingy shorts. Teixeira stepping in, landing some solid strikes, but Procházka will find a way out of that. Right now, the live odds are Procházka minus 175, Teixeira plus 135. So
interesting.
Head kick, but Teixeira landing that one. Procházka what the fuck are you doing, bro? Shot to the body.
It was a weird fucking head kick, man.
It looked like he might have dislocated. A kick, just a push kick to the body by Procházka, trying to light up the body. Uppercut by the challenger, straight left by the challenger.
I thought that was a kick to the dangle.
He almost dick kicked him, but we haven't seen a dick kick yet on the main card, and it made me sad.
Yeah.
Left hand by Procházka. He's just trying to get in those quick little cluttered left hands.
Procházka looking very not winded and gets punched in the fucking head.
Sweet back-flipping Batman. And now trying to go for the takedown is Teixeira. Teixeira defaulting and stacking and dropping Procházka. And Procházka trying to scramble out of it, north-south position. Switch quickly turning into side control for the champion. Elbow by the champion. 3:27 left to go in the 4th round. The first time ever Procházka's been in championship rounds in his pro career. And now pressing that elbow on the jaw. 4 of 14 in terms of takedowns for Teixeira, 29% effectiveness.
This is some very impressive ground defense from Procházka. Really not letting Glover get the room to either go for a Kimura or get the strikes.
But thank you to everybody joining us across the Combat Culture Network. This may not have been a great card on paper, but it has been a banger of an evening so far. And this is the second time we've gone into the deeper rounds here tonight. God, Teixeira.
Full mount.
Full mount now, landing some heavy shots with 2:39 left to go. Left hand by the champion. just trying to make anything happen here.
It looks like he might be going for a side
and there's
choke.
the blood again. Trying to go for that side choke. Just trying to get the jaw, trying to get underneath the jaw, and he can't. Is Teixeira, 2:20 left to go.
I don't know.
And Teixeira looks like he's trying to turn. Procházka's trying to turn his body, punches to the abdomen by Teixeira to Procházka. Tried to turn over, did Procházka, wasn't able to. And there's that blood again, that raspberry jam coming up over the eyelid and punches to the temple by the champion.
Yeah, really looking like Glover might be thinking about a head and arm choke, but also just spicing that up with a couple of really big shots to the gut. It's smart work. Glover has gone to the side, which is where he wants to be, but he needs to flatten out and he needs to get his leg out from in between Jiri's legs.
And there's no crimson mask as of yet, just some blood trickling off of the eyebrow cut on Jiri Procházka. Procházka finds a way to pivot out of it, and now he takes top position, and now he's starting to throw hands at Teixeira, standing up and throwing heavy shots into the face of the champion. Procházka trying to finish this one here in the 4th round, landing with impunity, throw another dollar in the jar, and now Teixeira stopping him for just a moment. Procházka standing back, trying to get back up on both feet, grapevining the left leg as the champion, trying to lock and isolate that knee, but Teixeira starting to bleed again, and with 1:03 left to go, Procházka looking to win this round. Both fighters possibly getting up to a vertical base in the Luther Campbell position as both fighters, and Teixeira takes the back of Procházka.
Ooh, Procházka keeping his knees down, but not successfully. The hooks aren't fully in by Teixeira, but he might have the chin.
Trying to go for the choke here is Procházka. Teixeira to Procházka. Trying to get underneath the jaw, was not able to. Switching stances again in top position is Procházka. 27 seconds now left to go in the round. Punch to the rib cage by Procházka, pushing that forearm into the jaw and underneath the throat now. Blood everywhere. And Teixeira looking the worse for wear. In terms of reversals, Procházka one better than Teixeira, 3-2 in favor of the challenger so far in this one. Trying to go for the arm was Procházka, landing a few more shots as we will go to the 5th and final round in Singapore.
This can only be summed up as me, you, and everyone we know. It's just a lot of back and forth forever, and I'm loving it.
It's the Williams sisters playing tennis in a closet.
Yup. It's fucking nuts.
It is banana pants.
This fight of the night?
Yeah.
Fight of the night?
So many good fights.
It's been a really good night.
That's the thing about these sleeper cards.
Yeah.
Scott Gordon has it 3-1 for Teixeira. JG has it 2-2 going into the 5th. What do you have, Brendan?
I think I have it 2-2.
Yeah, I have it 2-2. Round 1 and round 2 for Teixeira. Round 3 and round 4 for Procházka. This 5th round's going to decide it.
Yeah, momentum might say that Procházka is in a very good spot.
Yeah.
However, the X factor of these cuts is huge.
But the thing is, Teixeira's not really gone after that cut.
Which I think is a mistake. But I think any amount of ground and pound.
Yeah.
Open that sucker up.
And here we go. 2 world-class athletes. 2 world beaters, and the fans in Singapore giving them respect.
They both look like they're loving every fucking second of this.
Teixeira saying, let's go to the crowd. Both men show a sign of respect. They hug. And they ask where they're going for dinner later. Well, lunch, because it's noon in fucking Singapore.
That was the hug of we may be getting a fight of the night.
Yeah, we making
Thanks, brother.
Straight cash, homie. Straight cash, homie.
20 seconds gone by in the 5th and final round. Leading with that jab is Procházka, and he gets a right-left combination to the jaw, landed on him by Teixeira. Left hand landed by Teixeira. Teixeira with the right hand. He ragdolls Procházka. Procházka in trouble, standing guillotine, but slipping out of it is the challenger.
Oh my God.
Procházka was fucking out for a second.
He did look like his lights had been turned off.
Someone called PSE&G because that motherfucker's lights, gas, and energy got taken out.
I get confused when fighters have someone out on their feet and then go for a submission.
It's like wrapping up in boxing. It's exactly that. Now on top position is Procházka. Teixeira landing shots from the bottom. Procházka needs to get back standing or just land enough shots to reset himself here and try to return the tide of this fight. He won the last 2 rounds, but Teixeira just completely cleaned him out.
Yeah. I mean, that shot took a little bit of his soul.
But Procházka stepping in right, left combination. He felt that right hand, but Procházka keeps walking through it. Just another right hand by Teixeira. Procházka's on some rubber legs right now.
But still spamming that fucking jab.
Yep. I think it's muscle memory more than anything. Needed about another a left hand by Teixeira. Right hand by Teixeira. Left hand by Teixeira. And Teixeira trying to go for the takedown when he could have closed the show with a knockout. Interesting choice by Teixeira.
That's what I'm saying, Matt. I'm like, if you're making him wobbly with strikes, maybe make him sleepy with strikes.
You would fucking think. 2:55 left to go. And it looks like Procházka's slapping him in the face.
Yeah. Good.
And this slows down the entire pace of the fight. Like, is that what you want if you're Teixeira? You're slowing down the pace of the fight after you were able to dictate terms, and you got Procházka against the ropes twice.
But right now, I have him winning this round, and I think in a 2-2, this could call it.
2:28 left to go in the round. Left jab. Ooh, and there's another left uppercut. And evading is Procházka, and Teixeira again going for the takedown.
Yeah.
Getting it, but getting right back into it is Procházka. Almost got right back up off of that. Now he's gonna have to fight a little with 2:09 left to go, and I think this is parking the bus.
Yep, this is controlling that octagon, which is apparently important to the judges.
Mm-hmm. And now Teixeira in top position.
Full mount.
Ooh, full mount.
And
landing that right arm and just bopping him on the head. He's just patting him on the head and turning over his Procházka onto his side. Exposing that cut to Teixeira. Protecting himself is Procházka, the referee checking in.
A little bit of blood flying off with that punch. Oh.
Posturing up and trying to pop those hips, is Procházka putting his legs on the octagon fence. Minute 22 left to go.
These elbow shots are such a difference maker.
And Procházka gets out of it, slipping over now, trying to take the back of Teixeira. Minute 9 left to go. And now trying to posture onto the back and pop up on the back and punches to the side of the head by Procházka. Now Procházka standing. Under a minute left to go. 57 seconds inside control is Procházka. I don't know why he's not trying to take this fight standing and try to get the knockout. He might be trying to use some hammer fist or some strikes to the head to finish this one.
I mean, it is just such a back and forth fight. It's hard to say where your advantage is. I mean, Procházka has landed, I believe, more strikes. But going for a rear naked choke right now is Procházka.
And Teixeira, it's over. Jiri Prochazka won the fucking UFC Light Heavyweight Title.
I'm sorry, what?
I don't know what just happened.
I don't think I saw a tap.
No, I didn't see a tap either. We're gonna have to see the replay. That's not what the fuck just happened.
I need a replay.
Yeah, run that shit. I don't give a fuck about his bleeding eyes. Show the fucking replay.
What? I am so...
He was huddled down.
I'm so...
People asking what happened. We don't know what the fuck happened. Yeah, he was he had the position, then something happened, and then the fight... All right, we're here. Okay. And it looks like he got his... Teixeira tapped. He had him in a variation of a bulldog choke.
We're getting an alternative angle.
He had a choke in. Yeah. Fucking Jiri Prochazka made Glover Teixeira tap. With he got him a choke from the side and made him tap.
I am shocked with that finish.
Wow. What a fucking war, and for that to be the way it ends.
Yeah.
after all of that, after Gilbert controlling the fight the way he did, pardon me, Glover, fuck me. Glover Teixeira controlling that last round the way he did. Take a drink, everybody. Jiri Prochazka walking in there, being able to leak that choke in. Just unseamless. It was just so seamless. Like, it didn't look like he had the choke in. It looked like he had a couple of shots in, and he was on the side, and then all of a sudden slipped that left arm under, and Glover Teixeira just tapped.
You know what I think happened there, Matt, is you saw this little micro movement of, you had Glover turtled up, Luther Campbell, but then he flattened out, and it may have been with the choke under and him hitting his head and his neck hitting a weird move.
Yeah.
Panic tap. Like,
yeah. He felt...
Because he didn't have the hooks in.
Glover Teixeira just...
That's a heartbreaking loss.
That's a shitty way to go out for Glover Teixeira.
I'd run this back, though.
Yeah,
I mean, do we have someone who you think needs the shot ahead of Teixeira right now?
I don't know, but Glover Teixeira, I fucking hate myself right now. I'm really mad at myself. I'm really fucking mad at myself.
Let it go. It's fine.
But a rear naked choke in fourth, 28 seconds left in the fight.
Yeah.
And Jiri Prochazka gets the win.
I mean, let's send Glover to Valentina's camp. It's an incredible win. A heartbreaking loss.
Yeah.
A great night of fights. A confusing finish, but...
just a confounding way to end that fight. A fight that was just so all over the place.
It was...
At so many varying points. And it looked like Glover was going to find a way to retain his title. It looked like Glover was 28 seconds away from retaining the title, walking out of here with the win. This is his third win by submission.
Yeah. Glover Teixeira putting on a hell of a performance. And I think if it had lasted those 28 seconds...
Yeah, and you just see all the shots that both of these guys ate in this fight.
Yeah. I don't think he retires after this. I think...
No, I think he keeps going. Thank you, Nick McMullen, for the kind words.
Yeah.
Glover
Thank you very
Melendez.
much.
I'm going to fucking hang myself.
None of that. But here we are, an incredible new champion. My God. I feel like you have to run that back. You have to. Like, do I think they will?
No. Glover Teixeira, I think that you... I don't know. I think you keep the division moving, but if Glover gets one or two big wins out of this and Jiri holds on to the belt...
I think you put him on the same fucking card at the very
Yeah,
least.
I think that's the next thing for both of these guys. I think you give Teixeira the opportunity for another title
Who do you
eliminator.
put him in there with?
I don't know. I'd have to take a hard look at the
rankings
standings.
real quick. As I make Matt look up shit. Ha ha ha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, when it's this back and forth at this level of high skill.
So you've got, this is per MMA World Ranking, so this is not necessarily official, but you got Jan Blachowicz, you've got Ankalaev, you got Alexander Wikic, you got Dominic Reyes, Thiago Santos, Anthony Smith, Paulo Costa, Paul Craig. There's a lot, Jamal Hill, there's a lot of opportunity.
None of the names
Volkan.
you listed am I putting on my I'd fight them outside a bar list.
No, none of those guys, no.
Yeah.
Jamie Massey saying, run it back, Jan can wait. Jan's got next. Stephen Kelleher saying, is Glover and Johanna riding off together? Thank you, Ronnie Peace, for the kind words.
Yeah.
I'm going to go kick my own ass in the parking lot later, but...
But I also wouldn't mind Glover, Jan.
I wouldn't see... I think Jan gets the next title shot.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind seeing that fight again.
Yep. I don't know, man. This feels shitty.
Yeah.
Like, it was such a good fight. Triple threat match. Let's just do that. Well, come on. It's a three-way dance, baby.
Jan needs this title shot. Interesting.
Yeah.
Shout out to Vega Medina. Jan or John. Young Ed, fuck you. But great night of fights. Great card overall.
Yeah.
We are that was plus 1,600. Plus 1,600 to get
Ooh,
the submission.
someone made some stupid money
baby.
tonight.
Holy shit balls. That's a bet.
Yep.
Thank you, Memo Lure from Ecuador. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for everybody. Thank you,
Yeah.
Charlene. You boys have been incredible. You're incredible, Charlene, for joining us every show.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Bones is never coming back to 205. No.
Yeah, he'd have
Hell
to
no.
cut off a fucking leg at
No,
this point.
yeah, it's going to be him and Fireman Man.
Is he gonna come back, though?
That's the fight they want to make.
I'm sure.
They want to
But
make
can Jones stay out of trouble long enough?
Fuck if I know. I'm not his parole officer. I'm not his dad. I don't know.
I don't know you're not his dad.
Feel like we're the same age, if not he's older than me. So
Headcanon is Matt is John Jones' dad.
thank you, Toker. Thank you, Edgy. If you have not liked, commented, or subscribed yet, please do so.
Do it.
Keep us in business.
Yeah.
Jordan Schaefer, John Jones can't stay off the nose candy. Well, hopefully he doesn't. Hopefully that. But the next time we'll be with you is UFC 276, and that one is coming to you in July.
Yep.
That's in July 2nd. Right there in Las Vegas, a big card. We are so excited to bring that one to you. And Brendan, all I can say is what's next.
Oh. Good podcast. Love that one. But yeah, we got a big juicy UFC coming up.
It's going to be Israel Adesanya versus Jared Cannonier, Alexander Volkanovski versus Max Holloway 3, The Search for More Gold, Sean Strickland versus Alex Pereira, Lauren Murphy versus Misha Tate, and then Sean O'Malley versus Pedro Munoz. That is the next time we are with you on Saturday, July 2nd. Thank you so much for joining us here on Combat Culture, and we hope to see you back here next month for more action.
Right.
We'll be back then, but be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Ring the notification bell. Follow Brendan on Twitter at Brendan Sokler. Follow Steph on Twitter at Steph Sotilli. You can also find her on Instagram and on TikTok by searching God's Unwanted Daughter. And also, she'll be co-directing in Brooklyn coming up in the next few weeks. Look up Brooklyn 1 for more information, as they will be down in Industry City in Brooklyn. You can follow me on Twitter at Matt Ryan Yells. You can watch me tomorrow in exactly 12 hours in Delaware for the A7FL on Stadium action at 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. But for all of us here at Combat Culture, I'm Matt Ryan. That's Brendan Sokler. We'll see you in 1 month right here